The cold hard truth. Everyone really want to know what's going on with her show. Just get on the air and you will know it's Sandra. The queen of the mile road is here, helping people from everywhere. Get on the phone and you will hear Sandra. Now she will tell you how it goes. Now don't you ever step on her toes, 'cause you will hear the cold hard truth from Sandra. They say she's the hero in town, helping people from all around. You get a call, your money is found, it's Sandra. Some will call her late at night just to say that there is a fight, and she will not just leave it alone. She'll get up and call on the phone, and when politics starts on her show, everyone really wants to know the way the things will really go with Sandra. Some will start to criticize, get on the show and tell pure lies, but someday we'll realize it's Sandra. And when they start to argue again, she'll pull the heads to the wind, and soon you will be a friend of Sandra. 'Cause every day everyone wanna hear from Sandra. Every day everyone wanna hear from Sandra. 'Cause every day everyone got to hear from Sandra. 'Cause every day everyone got to hear from Sandra.
If you're a parent right now, you already know the cost of living has gone up. Rent, childcare, groceries. When the cost of living rises, government must rise to meet it. And we have. Under the revised ECAP policy, our Early Childhood Assistance Program, we've increased funding to keep pace with what families are actually paying today for their children's early education. Who benefits? A father working every hour he can. A single mother doing it alone. A grandparent raising grandchildren they love. Maybe that's you. Up to 235 Caymanian children will benefit directly, and I want every single one of them to have the start they deserve. That is why we are here. If you've applied before and been disappointed, I encourage you to try again. If you've never applied because you assumed you wouldn't qualify, now is the time to find out. And if the funding didn't feel like enough before, it should now. Is your child 3 years old and Caymanian? You may qualify. Visit us at moeapplications.gov.ky and apply for the 2026-2027 academic year.
Hi everyone! Get ready for the Sir John A. Cumber Primary School PTA Annual Fun Fest happening Saturday, June 6th from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Sir John A. Cumber Primary School field. Enjoy face painting, bouncy houses, carnival games, horseback riding, and fireworks. Fun for the whole family, all for just $25, including entry and one meal. Tickets are available at the Sir John A. Cumber Primary School PTA office or online at ticketsplus.ky. Every ticket helps fund new playground equipment for our students. Don't miss it. We'll see you there.
girl say, me's a girl, me no fight over man. From a little bit of just some matana.
Whatever. I wonder where some gyal a study round here. See them argue over man where them a share. See don't a worry about when next gyal a wear. And us say they need fi do them here. Do you hear? The kind of life me see them living round here. Sometimes it's sorry for this just where them a be. Wow. But hot gyal from your conscience clear. See now when your load make me hear. Ha! Man a the least of my problem. Me no love chat, but me I want them. Tell them this a real shiny ain't on them. No girl can't see me as a problem. Them a man clowns so we walk on them. We no love chat, but we a want them. Tell them this a real shiny ain't on. Now fight no girl. What? If me a take your man, me a keep that. Them a see me in a street and pass and whisper to friend if I she that. And if a girl violate, nah say me nah be that. But if me a take your man, we a keep that. Them a see me in a street and pass and whisper to friend if I she that. Me big bad and brave, so me beat me chest. Whatever.
Good morning, beautiful folks. Oh my gosh. I thought I was back at the concert again. Jeez, peace. Why y'all didn't tell me? It is Monday morning, not Saturday night. Oh well, here we are. We got lots to talk about. How is everybody doing? Excuse the mad hair look. I just took out the hairpins. It's looking crazy. But you know what? We're going to go with it because guess what? I'm just happy nobody's pulling on my hair this morning. Lord God, what a heat. What a hot mess. No, sir. Even Zeus is in the studio. Zeus is like, wagwan. Fill me in. Good morning, my beautiful folks. How is everybody doing? It is June the 1st. Doesn't hurricane season start today? Well, we got another kind of hurricane blowing through the place that we're going to be talking about. And that, folks, is Caymanian women. Ooh, y'all special. Zeus, you want to get up in the chair? Go ahead, Papa. Go ahead. Jump up. There you go. Good boy. Yes, sir. We got hurricane madness coming right through. That's the name of this hurricane. Let's break it down for you. We got lots of tea, lots of sus. And one of my lights just refuses to come on this morning. Good grief. I'm just like, really? Don't worry, it's on tripping. It'll be like those girls tripping in and out. Hot mess. Did everybody have a good weekend? Okay, by show of hands, let me see how many of you were actually at the concert this weekend. Did you go to the Out of This World concert? Well, I know there's a lot of people. I am guesstimating. A lot of people have been asking me how many people, and I'm waiting on the organizers to give us a number. Now, I saw my friends over at Everything 345 guessing 20,000. I don't think it was that. I think it was probably around 10. Still trying to figure out what's going on with my light here. So I don't think it was 20, but I think 10 would be a pretty good guesstimate. So we're going to wait and get some details on exactly what those numbers were. But yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I am feeling like it could totally be that. So needless to say, it was massive. It was a good turnout. Big shout out to the governor. I saw her there as I was leaving. She was coming, honey child. I was like, she is not coming this time of night. I loved it. I thought it was so funny. I was like, I see you there, girl. Go on through. Fantastic. Lots of, hold on, honey child. Trying to find it. Oh, there we go. I want to make sure that we're on radio this morning. So lots of activities. Lots of, husband said DJ Sandy in the house. Hello, selector. Yeah, so lots of people attended. It was a good event. It started earlier, I would say like late afternoon. What time is it? 4 o'clock, after 4 or something. You can't go that early when you're of a particular age, honey chill, because you can be tired by like 8. So we rolled out a little bit later, and the crowds were queued up. Everybody was lined up. And yeah, I mean, this was a massive event. Now, before we get to the hot mess that is this rumbling and tumbling foolishness that happened, let's just say that Miss Amelia's prayers were not answered. She was praying for hell and damnation, brimstone and bricks and fire and everything else to fall down on the show. And the weather was amazing. Can I just tell you? It was breezy. Mosquitoes were not there. We need to talk about these mosquitoes because they are getting on my last nerves. Oh my gosh, I want to be pulling them by their hair. The mosquitoes are ridiculous right now. Oh, can't walk Zeus in comfort anymore. They came out in a wave over the last couple of days. So thankfully, they were not present. So that was good. And yeah, it was just a really, really nice evening. So sorry, Miss Amelia. And can we talk about the performers? Now, I'm not really, I think I said this before, I'm not really a vibes person like that. Like, some of his music is okay. I think he obviously toned it down because of being in Cayman. They had given him some directives in terms of certain songs, I guess, and language, whatever. So he definitely kept it more demure, right? But I do think that Nelly brought it. I did not, excuse me. I was watching Nelly's performance. And of course, this brings back like Nelly 2000s. I would have been out of university. When did Nelly? Late 1990s, 2000s. So it brings back like a particular time in your life when you're like young and vibrant, living your most, whatever, youthful life. And so I loved it, but I didn't realize that was Ashanti that came out on stage with him. I saw this woman dancing and singing, and I was like, Nelly letting somebody wind up on him? More importantly, Ashanti letting somebody wind up on Nelly? That was Ashanti herself. Girl, let me tell you something. She was like, no, we got this. That was their duo, but it didn't really click that that's what was happening. And so I was like, who's that woman? Then later on, somebody's like, oh yeah, Ashanti. And I said, Ashanti? I know she's here on island with him, obviously. But I was like, she was there on stage? And they're like, yeah, that was her in the black dress with the cutout thing on the side. I said, oh, okay. Go on through, Ashanti. Yeah, I love the dress. And of course, now it makes sense why, the little wine was a little bit extra. I was kind of worried that Nelly was going to be getting his hair pulled. Yeah. So anywho, I think we're not going to get this light on today. I don't know what it is, but we're going to just ignore it for now. But anyway, I thought to myself, he looked good. I loved the Cayman shirt that he had on. So, he wore his traditional, that was like 1990s wear, the t-shirt and the, shorts and, the kind of back in the hood look. And his shirt was number 4, Cayman, and it had like a little flag, emblem at the top. That looks like it was patchwork. It looked really good. And so I was impressed that was made by a local person, of course, and he wore it during the performance, wore it proud and loud. And I absolutely love that. So, yeah, I think all in all, this was an amazingly successful event. And we're going to sit down at some point and talk with Renegade about the success of this event. Now, listen, regardless of, what Mr. Amelia or anybody else wants to say, I think there's a space in Cayman for these concerts, these performers, and these performances, right? If you don't want to go, like I said, you just don't go. And, this was a event that I thought was done tastefully. It was done well. It was well organized. I saw one or two complaints. You're not going to please everybody. People always have something to say no matter what you do. Okay, I'm just saying. And so, I think overall, though, it was a good event. The police were out in full force. Big shout out to them. I was hoping that they were breathalyzing some of you because, yes, I saw some of you walk into the parking lot and you could not walk a straight line if your life depended on it. I was like, no, y'all did not just have that much to drink. I was there with some people, our family visiting from overseas. They got to see it. And they were like, oh, wow, we got to see a totally different side of Cayman. And you know what? They enjoyed it. They're like, this is a vibe. They were finally like, Cayman is a vibe. And they have been coming here for umpteenth years and they had never been to like a concert or anything. So they had a fantastic time. I had local friends who were like, Sandy, I'm going to go, but if I need a designated driver, depending on how much we drink, can we get a ride with you? So I had space allocated in the vehicle for those individuals. I said, yes, you can, because we want you to be safe. And, if I got to be your designated driver, there is zero problem with that, honey child. I got you. I'll go out of my way, drive you home down in your little place there in Georgetown, and we good to go. Thankfully, they didn't actually really drink that much. So, and I think they kind of actually went home early. But yeah, everything was good. So always have a plan, always have a designated driver, folks. So all in all, I thought the event was good. Saw lots of people there. So like I said, the governor was there. Yeah, saw her. I was like, what is she doing coming in at this hour of the night when I was leaving? I was like, But she went to some other NPO events. I think there was something for the Cancer Association and something else. So she did her community stuff first and then decided to stop by and check out this event. Couple MPs were there. So I saw the MP from Northside, Jay and his wife, they were there. I saw Perlina from Georgetown. I forget which Georgetown sector she's from, but Georgetown MP. I saw Mr. Nick DaCosta. He was there. I saw John was there. Honey child, John was like, let me check out the competition. Because, he's a promoter too. So John was there. Chris Saunders was there. Who else? I didn't see Kenneth, so I don't know where Kenneth was. But there were so many people there that I know that there were a lot of people that I just didn't see. Like 10,000 people. I mean, that was like everybody in Cayman was there practically. Except Mr. Amelia. Sorry, Mr. Amelia. Anywho, who else was there? Am I missing anybody? But it was a really, really good turnout. And somebody says loving this update. Yeah, it was amazing. Oh, you didn't get to go? Aw, that's too bad. But listen, security was tight. Did you guys see the picture I posted? One of the security officers, she's like, Miss Sandy, it's me. She had turned in a photo that was lost. Let me show y'all a little picture in case you missed it. Not a photo. She turned in money. Somebody sent money to her account by accident, some rent money. And she was the young lady, the Filipino lady there. She was the young lady who reached out and said, can you help me find this person? Because I think they need to pay their rent and I'm not their landlord. I was like, sure, we got you. There's our cousin Maria. And, there's a picture of the stage and the venue. I didn't really go. Now, to be honest, obviously I have a media pass, so I could have gone anywhere. Sometimes I like to just sit back a little bit. And I did not go like behind stage or anything. We had company, so I was more like, let me just sit back and enjoy the vibe from the audience perspective. And it was a vibe. And let me tell you something, excuse you, okay? When I actually did the live stream, the internet was lagging, but you can expect that to happen when you have so many people in one location. And I have flow internet. So, of course, that 5G was struggling to be 2G in real time. And so, yeah, the live stream, but there were people on there like, oh my God, I'm from Atlanta. And thank you so much for streaming just a little snippet of it. You can't sit there and stream the whole show. Obviously not. But, they were like, yeah, I'm from Atlanta. Thank you for doing this. We're really, really enjoying it. And it was a vibe. Like, I am really genuinely happy for Renegade and Danielle, because let me tell you something. Cayman, not easy. These events are not easy. I know a lot of people like to sit back and criticize anytime there's an event like this. There's always something they can find to criticize about. And, but I think that they missed the point. Yeah, I missed the point. It is very, very challenging at best to pull off an event of this magnitude. And to do so with no major incidents. We're going to talk about the little blip here in a second. That's not on the organizers. That was outside of the venue. These women, grown women acting like they're 12, fighting over God knows what, but we're going to dig into that here in a second. I felt like this, in all, was a really good event. And it's also difficult for these events to be profitable. Because I know people are like, oh my God, Renegade must have made a pile of money. Listen. AI? Is that their name? A1? What's the name of the, is it AI or A1? I always get them confused. No, A1. That's Mr. Parker Tippett's people name, right? He's the third. Parker Tippett's the third. Congrats to him. Because when you see the stage, the microphones, the music, all of that stuff takes a degree of coordination. Honestly, y'all don't know because you're not in the industry, and I'm not in the industry either. But I'll be asking around like, oh, this looks interesting. And people tell me, you know what it took to put this on? The logistics of even transportation for these guys is like next level. Now, a little birdie told me some sus, but I'm not going to tell you all about that. That Nelly, I got to tell you anyway, he was here literally like the week before. Yep. And he enjoyed himself. He was here, I think, for another event. So he came back. And I heard that Ashanti is a girl after my own heart. She travels heavy. Ashanti must have had like 50,000 pieces of luggage. Girl, I feel you 1,000%. When I travel, it's hard to just take one little piece, right? You gotta be like multiple events. And I can imagine with her, she's got, stylers and this and that. Oh my gosh. Bigly luggage. And of course, we saw the video where, what's his name? Cartel came in on his private jet from Miami, mess with him. What a turnaround. This is like the story of the century where, you have some major problems. You go to jail for, somebody was saying that to me. You go to jail for 13 years and you come out and you elevate yourself. Positive thinking. Listen, Cartel, you do you. Okay. There are people who kill people and they don't even go to jail. The people do a lot of horrible things. We're not going to talk about the Trump administration this morning, but anywho, they are the top of mind with all the foolishness. They're not going to jail. They're just getting away with it. Why? Because they're white and they're rich. That's why. Truth be told, you get away with a lot. Mm-hmm. So the man went to jail. He had his record, cleared. He's got obviously a U.S. visa. He's got permission to be in the UK. He's living his best life. And, he kind of mentioned during his performance how there's a lot of people who still want to see him not succeed in life. And I said, yeah, well, I feel you. But he has turned it into some positivity. In fact, he's got a song out called Victory. Have you guys seen that? And then he's got another one called God in Time. Listen, the man ain't perfect. Nobody ain't here trying to say that. But, he has attempted to elevate himself, and he seems like he's on a very, very positive path. I saw him post something. I never even looked at his social media until this weekend. And I saw him post something about his daughter that he just met one of his daughters for the first time, and he was talking about how nervous he was, like this is the most nervous he's ever been to meet a woman, and it's his own daughter because that relationship means that much for him. I was like, look, he's human. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling it for you, Cartel. Yeah, honey child, you go on through. So he has some nice positive songs. Miss Amelia, I know that you're going to be shocked and surprised to know this. However, if you really are interested in knowing a little bit more about Cartel, other than what you think you know, there's a lot more to this man, apparently, than meets the eye. And I think that sometimes we have got to be willing to give people the benefit of the doubt. We've got to be willing to say, what more is there to this person, right? And it seems like he is a complicated person, as most people out there, right? No one is one-dimensional. No one is bad all the time. Well, very few people are, right? So yeah, there's more to him than meets the eye. And I kind of like this softer, reflective Cartel. He actually has Graves' disease. I don't know if you guys know anything about this disease, but I only know a little bit about it because Wendy Williams had it. And so, who else has it that's a celebrity? Oh, Lord have mercy. What is her name? Queen Latifah. I think Queen Latifah. Is it Queen Latifah that has Graves? Or no. It's not Queen Latifah. It's another rapper. Help me out here. Oh, man. What is her? I'm picturing her. 1990s, 2000s. Somebody help me out with her name. AI Rentals. Thank you. AI Rentals. That's the name of it. Child, I was like, is it AI? So they were AI before AI was AI. So, what's her name that has Graves? Oh my gosh. Hold on. Graves. I think that's how you spell it, disease. Hold on. Oh man, her name is oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I actually I'm looking for Missy Elliott. There we go. I was trying to spell rapist and I accidentally put rapist. Oh my God. It's Monday morning, honey child. So she has Graves' disease as well. It's so weird because all the people that I know about that have Graves' disease happen to be African American. Is it something that's predominantly an African American disease? I don't know. Anyhow, it was a great event. And yes, he's struggling obviously with some health issues. But this is what I wanted to say, Mr. Amelia. You too could become a Cartel fan. Okay, follow me now. See where Auntie's gonna go with this moment. Y'all ready? Selecta Sandy's in the house.
He that done it.
This is his song
In the
called
secret place of the Most High
God and
shall
Time.
abide shadow
Look at that.
of the Almighty.
Did you just see where he dropped in Psalms 91? Yes, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Mr. Amelia, some Bible quotes for you this morning, honey child.
Shadow of the Almighty. Selah. God and time.
I saw them stay a long time. Them never want me great long time. But me say God and time, long time. Yeah, me say God and time, long time. I saw them stay a long time. Them never want me great long time. But me say God and time, long time. Me say God and time, long time. All when them no want me, if it better. Loving on me heart forever. Evil can't move me, never. Remember I just good deeds live on. So me just a hold on to God. In a good time, not just when it hard. Lord, please use me if you walk and trample the bad mind wicked heart. So them stay a long time. Them never want me great long time. But me say God and time, long time. Yeah, me say God and time, long time. I saw them stay a long time. Them never want me great long time. But me say God and time, long time. Me say God and time, long time. Locked in the dungeon like Daniel. Back against the wall, then you know yourself. God alone me see when me a cry for help. My Bible and my mother prayer give me strength. Me lose but me win again. I'm alive, I tell you. So many lessons but so many blessings. Not for them want see your line and coffin. Still I show love matters where happen. I saw them stay a long time. Them never want me great long time. But me say God and time, long time. Yeah, me say God and time, long time. I saw them stay a long time. Them never want me great long time. But me say God and time, long time. Me say God and time, long time.
You know, I'm feeling the positive vibes there. Good morning, caller, honey chow. Happy Monday.
Good morning. Good morning. Happy
Yes,
Monday.
happy Monday.
Happy. Look here.
Look
New
here.
day,
Tell me.
Brand new month.
Yes.
And it's the start of the hurricane season. So
let's be
start
thankful.
with that.
Yes.
Let's be thankful and let's say to all of our people, let's be prepared.
Yes.
Because, you know, one never knows what's going to happen. But like everything else in our life, let's be prepared. So, Sandy, I'm just going to take a few moments, if you don't mind. I can talk really fast and get a lot of words in. I
take your time.
Attend the concert, but I want to say, based on the videos, based on the talk that is out there, it was one, we could see that, a very well-attended concert. And despite all the negative things that were predicted to happen by individuals in our community, and I really hate to sit and think that we have people predicting, and the mouth is a powerful thing, you know. So people better be careful when they open in their mouth and they're talking. As far as I'm concerned, people were predicting things to happen. Praise God, we had an amazing, phenomenal concert. And absolutely, other than a video that I see circulating with some young ladies out there,
poor
had a little bit too much. Just had a little bit too much to drink. That's not what it is. It was a great evening. And I want to say that I'm not here to judge anyone. I'm a Christian. I'm not here to judge anyone. And it's not left for me or anyone else on this face of the earth to be walking around judging individuals. We just need to look out for our own selves, because I can tell you what, when that day comes, it's a one-on-one. It's just me and him, you and him, or whoever else and him. And it's not that he's going to sit down and talk to us about cartel, Jeffrey Dahmer. I mean, I could go on and name a lot. And the reason why I threw Jeffrey Dahmer's name out there, I don't think anyone was more notorious and harmful to anyone on the face of the earth like Jeffrey Dahmer. And if we know who Jeffrey Dahmer is, he was one crazy, sick human being. But if you go back and you read about Jeffrey Dahmer, prior to him being killed in prison, Jeffrey Dahmer got saved, asked for forgiveness and got saved. And I'm going to take it at face value that he is where he is today, or according to what was said. My point is that who are we to judge these individuals when they have a past? And we all have past. But we can't sit here and we can't be judgmental. That's all I'm saying. But I also want to say that in Bracknell a couple of weeks ago, because every year I go to support Bracknell, I started with Bracknell from when Rhoda had it and Reba had it, and I will continue to always support Bracknell. One, I'm a Bracka. Two, that's just who I am, and I support what I support. But in Bracknell this year, I saw a young couple, and I have yet to find out their names, but they were positioned right up by the Panama Canal. You know, that's the little canal area up there by where, across from the bakery, yes, they were positioned there. And that was where I actually got out of my car and decided to walk the rest of the way. I saw a table set up and I saw a couple by the table. And they had little pamphlets on the table. And actually, when I saw it, I saw a gentleman, the gentleman from the couple with his hand over a young lady's head that was jumping in Bracknell. And he was actually praying. And I walked over and I was like, what happening over here? You know, Noza came at me. And of course, I'm like, what is this? What's going on here?
Okay.
And they said, I was told this is a young Christian couple that decided to come out in Bracknell. And they put a table down. They never asked. And you don't really need permission. You're on the road. But they came out to Bracknell. And I picked up one of the pamphlets. They had a table set up with pamphlets, you know, sharing with the crowd on, you know, if you'd like to become a Christian, here is some information. You can contact us. I didn't pick up the one that said you can contact us, but I'm sure it had that there. But the point is, there was a young Christian couple out there sharing pamphlets about God. They were at this event.
The timing is a little bit.
Young people.
I mean, yeah, you know, sometimes
I know it's a little bit, but still, what I'm saying is that, Sandra, you know about the Bible. I know about the Bible. Jesus never went and stood on the side of the road to draw Christians to him or draw individuals to him. Jesus went in to the notorious places and he mixed
like the temple.
Well, the reason why he went into that temple and knocked that temple up, because guess what?
Yeah, heathens right up in there.
House.
Yep.
Yeah, you were in my house doing wrong. So guess what?
And that's where we should start. That's where we should all start.
I'm coming into my house and I'm going to clean my house up because
that's right.
You're not in my house. And that was my next point. I wish that our Christian community, and I'm not here to bash them this morning, I want to say to our Christian community, if you think that in your church doesn't have sinners, doesn't have fornicators, doesn't have thieves, and murderers, and you name it, including your own church members, then you are being told to like Eve.
Yeah.
And then you're out there. Come on, guys. We have to wake up and realize.
Kaboom.
We have to sit down on the ground and get level.
Yes, they can start there, and I'm gonna come back to this because even this little fight with these young ladies made me think about how instead of them worrying about cartel, they should be doing more in the community to try and help some of these young single mothers. Anyway, leave me there, Miss Marva. Appreciate the comments.
Have a blessed day.
You too. All right. I was quite enjoying that cartel song. Can I finish playing the song? Hopefully we don't get blocked. Cartel be like, girl, what you play my song for? Cartel. I just like the song. Right? Give praise and thanks. Yeah.
I saw them stay a long time.
Yeah, that
they never want a great long time. But me say God and time, long time.
Yep.
Yeah, me say God and time, long time.
Never late.
I saw them stay a long time. Them never want me great long time. But me say God and time, long time. Me say God and time, long time.
All right. I think that's mommy right there in the video. Oh, my goodness. Well, if you've ever been down a tough road, you do know that he's always on time, right? Okie dokie. Well, we can have a little bit of mixture of everything here this morning. Some church hymns and some non-church hymns and some boxing down and fighting because apparently we are 360 individuals and we got it all, honey child. That's all I'm here to tell you. Churches and people who want to bring people to the church, and y'all have to remember you're supposed to be bringing people to the Lord, not really the church, because a lot of these churches are just about money business, and you know that should not be the vibe. But you have a lot of work to do, and you know what the saying says: start with your own house, clean up your own house, honey child. And so there were a couple of things that came to mind. Somebody shared this video with me over the weekend, and I thought it was really, really quite appropriate on the discussions that we have here all the time about it. And like Miss Marva said, you know, churches, we're not trying to make y'all feel bad. So don't feel a way about it, but check yourself because sometimes you're doing too much and you're going too far and it just don't make no sense.
Worst evil people tend to be religious people because if they can't control you, they will quote the Bible and use that to control you. This is why Satan quotes verses. If you show me like, hey, Satan's here, he wants to tell you some things. Like, no. Well, he misquoted a verse. Well, I want to obey the Bible. That's where he gets you. And Satan will abuse the Bible, and religious people will weaponize the Bible to control you. Highly religious people will say things like, God told me. Well, great. He can tell me. I prayed about it. Who did you talk to? And sometimes what religious people will do, they will try and shove you into their religious system. And sometimes there are schools of thought or entire books that are written by religious, dysfunctional, evil people to create control in generations of family systems.
Hallelujah. If you only know the truth. What a hot mess. There's so much that we can unpack there, but we're going to just leave that one alone. I just wanted to share that video. Someone shared it with me over the weekend. And let me just say that there is a lot of truth in that. I mean, I grew up in a religious home, so I get it. And I understand a lot of it. And a lot of it is about mind control. And a lot of it is we're not even going to go there today because that's a whole other discussion, how religion has really, but you know what? I'm going to go there just a little tops because I want you to hear me, right? I was talking to my mother-in-law. Obviously, they're Christian now, but they're from India. And so when they came to the Caribbean, they came as indentured servants. So this was like a little step up from slavery. Y'all know how this went, right? At the end of the day, the slave trade was horrific, 500 years that they treated the continent of Africa, the people of Africa. It was a blight on the entire planet. They were traded all over the world. That's why you see mulatto people like in Spanish-speaking countries, the Caribbean, they dragged us from Africa, brought us here all over the world. So when they started to get their, abolition, emancipation, right? Then the slave owners, they were like, okay, well, we can't beat them anymore quite like how we used to. They still did. But we need to look at other options for slaves. And so basically they brought a lot of people from Asia, particularly India, as indentured servants. So they promised them a better life. Going to take you to this new world. You can work for us for X amount of time, and then you earn your freedom. Well, some of them, the way that they had it set up, they never earned their freedom. Not in a million years. So they came in as indentured servants. So when I hear my mother-in-law talking about Christianity, right, and she's very involved in her church. I think they go to Church of God, which is the type of church that I grew up in. And, I hear her talking about it. When we were in Tampa in April, we were doing like some family interviews and stuff. I'm trying to capture some of this stuff now with the seniors and their family. And she's the eldest of her mother's children, right? So I was saying to her, she's talking about God and whatever. And then I was talking with her cousin there. And I said, you do know that, they're probably maybe 4 or 5 generations in now as indentured servants. And I said, obviously they're not indentured servants anymore. But I said, when you came from India, right? The masters wanted to strip you from everything that had your identity attached to it. And one of the first things that they do, this is one of the reasons when I travel, I love, you see this video that I was just showing you guys with this cartel song, how he walks into this church and it's such a beautiful church. I would love to know, hold on, let me just read it.
I saw them stay a long time. They never want me great long time.
Hold on. Right, look at this church, right? I love churches. There's something about the structure of a church that I think historically is so interesting. Look at this church here. I would love to know where in the world this church actually is. Because the one thing that the conquistadores, whoever they were, right? These were the conquerors. They came to all the Spanish-speaking countries. So when we were in Ecuador, they always built churches first. This is the mind control that we are talking about. The first thing they did was to build a church because they understood that the way to control people, you can control them physically up to a point. So yes, you can whip them, you can beat them, you can assault them, all this kind of stuff. But the real way to control people is through their minds. And nothing does a better job of that than religion. You get them to buy in to your religion. That's why at one point they could justify slavery through the Bible. Religions are that powerful. And I don't care what religion it is, Christianity with its 150 million gazillion sects. I don't care if it's Muslim. I don't care if it's Buddhism, whatever. The control that you can have over people with religion is nothing else in the world works quite like that. And so I said to her, I said, you know, your forefathers and your ancestors did not come here knowing the first thing about Christianity. They did not believe in Christianity, if it even existed. I mean, at that point, obviously it did, but you know what I'm saying? Thousands of years or other religions that predate Christianity by a long shot, right? And so I'm like, you guys believed in a very different thing, but it's so interesting to see now how ingrained it is into our culture, especially as Caribbean people. That's why we don't want nobody else coming in. Oh no, we're Christian. Don't you dare talk about a Muslim. Oh my God, those are fighting words. Let me tell y'all something. Some of y'all probably where you came from were Muslims before you even Christians. I'm just saying, but we're not going to go there because I'm waiting for a certain pastor to start calling. Don't call because that's not the conversation for today's show. But we will get back there one day because there's a lot that you have to understand about how religions have been weaponized, how gods have been weaponized in order to get people to do what you want them to do. Jim says some of the most scandalous people are those sitting right up in church or standing behind the pulpits. Yeah, I'm just saying it is what it is. Quite a few people ask us to give Marva a kaboom, so we did that. Morning, Sir Robert. So let's move on, right? It's a hot mess, I think. I'm telling you so many positive things about this event. I see someone here. Let me just find this comment. 01 J Star says, talk about Vibes Cartel. What was the impact on the country, the economy, e-commerce? Did people fly in? Airbnb, hotels got business. What's the aftermath? Well, I don't know how tourism tracks these things. It's a good question for them. But can we give a big shout out to the minister? Minister and Deputy Premier, we need you to come on the show because we have some record numbers right now when it comes to stayover tourism. Not for nothing, but thank God that y'all did not fool for that whole build a port foolishness. Remember when they were telling you, oh, if you don't build a port, tourism is going to collapse? What did Cartel just say? He's on time. Never late. Because COVID proved that the cruise ships were a hot mess and then some. And praise the Lord, hallelujah. Thank God we're not relying on the cruise ships. You know, they have their little miniature part to play in all this. But stayover tourism numbers are off the chart. They've been amazing. They were fear-mongering, just like some people do with religion, trying to fool y'all. So yes, I think that obviously some of the stars came in with their entourage. You know, they go out to facilities. Let me give again a big shout out to Vibes because he went to Mango Tree and he did a whole shout out to Mango Tree like, oh man, the food was lit. Listen, I hope you know that he has 3.9 million followers on Instagram alone. Mango Tree never seen that kind of promotion yet. Okay? When you go to his social media page, hold on, honey child, we're going to bring a little lesson home. Okay? When you go to his social media page, you will see that, oops, give me 1 second here. He did a lot of promotion for Cayman, talking about, oh, big up Cayman. And, you know, he's in the Cayman Islands. He's traveling to even when he was leaving on the jet. Look at all these, look at that Cayman flag, right? Big up to AI Industries. So it stands for what again? What does it stand for? Oh, Lord, hold on. Somebody just told me, honey child, something Industries. AI Rentals. Oh, what does the A stand for? Someone literally just told me and I've already forgotten. But anyway, so, you know, here he is. This one got 83,000 views. Cayman Islands. He tagged it just Cayman Islands, KY. Come on, folks. This is the kind of positive press that you cannot buy. Look at him getting in the private jet. Mess with him. He can afford to rent a private jet. I like it. I like it. You know, he's been talking about Cayman for a hot minute. See this one here? Look, interview. Why does she have her microphone on a wrench? I hate when people do this. That is too funny. Oh, she's like, look, see, AI Rentals working hard. Yes, she got her mic on her because it's probably magnetic. So she's like, oh, just stick it in what we have. So, you know, them putting the venue together. Big shout out to AI. They did an amazing job. Yes, Mr. Tibbetts, you guys pulled it off. So he's been promoting this event. Here's another one. Cayman Islands this Saturday, May 30th, the World Boss Live. You know, he was promoting it before he got here. He was promoting it when he came. And like I said, he gave a big shout out. I think he stayed at the, it looks like Indigo, I believe. Where's the one with Mango Tree? Hold on. But there was a Mango Tree one where he had some food and he was like, big up the Mango Tree. I like to see him washing his dishes. He had some fish and here he is washing his dishes. He say when he was growing up, he always used to get a beating for not washing the dishes. He doing better than me because I hate washing dishes. You know, here he is getting his little hair cut and braided and whatever, getting ready for his Cayman trip. What do you say? Mood, Cayman Islands. I mean, listen, I think it's fair to say he probably should have started a couple more days, but I guess he's busy. This was a really big event for him. Here he is having, he says the chef, don't mess up, Grand Cayman, late lunch. And he has, I want to say that is, it's either Indigo or the Kimpton. Because I recognize some of the carpeting and stuff when he was walking in the hotel. I just can't remember which one. So this is in the hotel. Is this Indigo? It could be. Either one or the other. And so here he is, you know, walking down the hall and heading out to his room. And so, I mean, I think this is Indigo. Anyway, these facilities got huge shout out moments, right? So, I mean, that breakfast, oh my God, you know, you're not supposed to eat that kind of sweet then he hated it. Eat the eggs first, eat the protein first. He had a big protein, his coffee, looks like he really, really enjoyed himself, his juice. There he is out on the patio and enjoying Cayman and posting about it. So a lot of times, to your point, young man, the question is a good question. But I think that honestly, a lot of times you can't put an exact figure on it, but you also understand in really, really plain terms that you cannot pay for this type of coverage, right? Yeah, you almost can't put a price on it. So here's he getting ready to, they said they're fueling up the jet, getting ready to come. You know, still trying to find the Mango Tree one. Anyway, there's one in here with him eating a plate of, okay, that was on the jet, with him eating a plate of Mango Tree food. And, you know, talking about the beautiful Cayman Islands, him reach. You guys saw how viral the video went. Big shout out to Everything 345 with him at the airport, you know, being greeted by people. And now look at this one video from the concert that he posted, 154,000 views. Yeah, look at all of those people. That was Festival Greens, and big shout out to Cayman Bay as well for always providing a safe and amazing venue. Oh, this is another tag video that he had. Right, this one got, that was another event. Sorry, he has some of his stuff tagged. Let me come out. Yeah. So, you know, listen, look at the Cayman crowd. Yeah. So you can't exactly put a number on it, but what I can tell you is that anybody who now Googles the Cayman Islands, all of these events, all these live events that Cayman is tagged in, all this stuff is going to be a big shout out to Glenda, by the way. Look at her doing a little video and got tagged with, look at Glenda, with her little braids. I love the transition. Yes, sir. What a hottie. All right. So Glenda is always representing, mess with her. Girl, make some coins off your social media now. Don't just be doing that for fun. So yeah, it was a really, really good event. Here he is again, his first day in the Cayman Islands. He's never been here before, by the way. So he was talking about the energy, the vibe. He said, yeah, man, big up to Cayman, top of the morning. You cannot pay for this type of positivity. And so once again, I will say congrats to the organizers, Renegade, Danielle, because trust me, Renegade not doing this by himself. Y'all don't know you need a good, strong woman by your side to really pull off an event like this. And Danielle is the quiet behind the storm. So big shout out to her and the entire team who really pulled off, I think, what will go down as history as perhaps the biggest concert event in the Cayman Islands. It's going to be hard to top this. The bar has been set. I'm going to sit down with Renegade. We're going to do a little interview with him and Danielle and see what is next. Who they're going to bring in next. I'm just saying. Morning, Miss Angela. Angeline, says it was an awesome concert. Thanks to the promoters and all involved for such a phenomenal event. Thank you, ma'am. Leanna says, Auntie Sandy, I saw you at Cartel. Yes, you looked good, girl. Thank you, honey. Chow. I had to put my hair up because I can't take the heat. So I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be sweating out here. But yes, thank you so much. Faith and Hope says, what's going on with Taste of Cayman? This not Taste of Cayman time yet. Good morning, caller. Maybe Renegade should partner and give it a boost. Scandalous.
Good morning. How you doing?
Hello. Good morning.
Morning. I just gotta put in my little thoughts. I
Okay.
mean, the show was beautiful. Everything was fine.
Yes.
I'm not a Christian. Nothing like that. I don't go to the events. Long time, but it made me wonder a little bit.
Yes.
Just a little thoughts. Everybody's waiting on the World Cup. Everybody's waiting on Vice Carter. Everybody was waiting on Nelly. And it made me think if anyone is waiting on the Lord.
Well, I'm sure. Well, I don't know that most people are anxious to get there.
It doesn't my little thoughts,
Yes.
Yeah, but it was a great concert. So I think I should have put that in, some people to get them motivated, for the Lord too,
Yeah.
Sandra, thank you too for that. My call.
Thank you, my darling. Have a good day.
Okay, thank you. Yo, too. Bye-bye.
Everybody wants to see the Lord, but nobody's in a hurry to get there because there's only one way that you get there. It's like this thing with President Trump. Did you guys see the post that we put up? So he wants to put his face on the money, and that's against the laws. Only dead presidents get to be like on money and stuff like that. So everybody's like, well, Trump, you have a choice. You can make the ultimate sacrifice to get your face in that money since you want to be everywhere. I had to laugh. All right. Miss Sue says, stop going to church years ago. Too many hypocrites in there now. Worse than, go to church, honey child. I mean, everybody loves a good praise. Associated Industries. Thank you, Miss Emma. Yes. And it was indigo. That's what I thought. Yeah, I thought it kind of looked like indigo. So anyway, Nelly and his crew, I think they were initiate indigo, but apparently they prefer the Ritz. See, that's the thing about having different types of even 5-star facilities on the island. Some people prefer one over the other, and that's all cool too. So yeah. And of course, Nelly and Ashanti, I don't really follow these people on social media, so I would have to go and see, what they posted as well. I'm sure that they posted some wonderful comments about the event. I know that they showed Cayman a lot of love. The DJs were good. So like the sections in between the key performers were really good. They had a lot of local performers. Can we take a minute? Yes. And thank Renegade and his crew for giving our local performers also the opportunity to get on the stage and to show off their stuff. We had local DJs. We had a host. So somebody messaged me and said, oh, my son is performing. I was like, oh, wow, how exciting. Very nice. So yes, the local performers were out there as well, doing their thing. Obviously, they come on before the main act. So it was really, really good. Liana says every hotel in Cayman was booked. because wow, I never seen so many planes flew in for cartel. So again, hopefully they'll give us some numbers on this, but I wouldn't doubt that there were people who came because once again, first time, even our cousins, Mark is originally from Jamaica. I think he left when he was 9 years old, and he's lived abroad in the States ever since. But even to him, he said, this event was so good. He said, Sandy, if this was Jamaica, Jamaicans, don't come for me this morning. This is one of your own saying it. He's like, if this was Jamaica, I don't think it would have been quite as well organized, and it'd probably been things popping off and whatever. This was before we saw the fight. We were on our way leaving the venue. He's like, big up K-Man. Like, K-Man really is, he really saw K-Man in a totally different light. He's like, this was a great event. I know, Andrew. We're going to have to talk about that another day. So anyway, yes. So it was an amazing, absolutely amazing event. Morning, Miss Dean. Blair says it was a great concert. My only thing is at one point, there was zero security and it was free for all around 8 p.m. getting into the concert. Really? It's like they gave up and it took us an hour to get in and we had premium VIP. Oh, well, we'll have to talk about this. It's always challenging because when we got there was a line as well. But I think, and I don't, we'll ask the promoters about this, but I think what sometimes happens if people are standing in line for too long, as someone said to me, from the perspective of a concert, you don't make money off of people standing outside at the gate. So they no doubt should really look at how to move the traffic in to the venue a little bit faster. But to their credit, they were tight with security. They had their rules. They had metal detectors there. And, it's unfortunate that you have to think about these things. But as with any big event, yes, you have to think about these things. Okay? I'm just saying. I passed the mango tree video. Oh, sorry. I just wasn't seeing it. But here's another one with him leaving K-Man.
Everything 3, 4, 5. Big up K-Man. I tell you, from the plain land, it was a 5. Big up the citizens of the country. And big up the government and appreciation for them allow me to come here, to come spread the love and spread the joy. Remember, God is the greatest. What is under me know? Wow. And all me down, them with me. My family, they're with me. Victory, from poverty to big trees. And all me down, them with me. My family, they're with me. Oh Lord, me there with me dog them. The fake one's gone, but the real one's there. We are run through. Young cheddar, one time me did broke, now we reach forever. Rolls Royce umbrella for the weather. New Porsche, girl, I smell a fresh leather. And she want me up, my brother. Yo, fully active, a Vibes Cartel, and me I represent for everything 3, 4, 5. Cause them always up and live. And I'm the teacher with the vibe. What is under me nose? But me mother go.
All right. John LaRue says, any white folks in the crowd? John, I was actually going to post something up about this, and I still intend to. Sometimes you can't post every 2 minutes unless they start calling me Trump. Crazy Sandy. There was actually nothing but white people in the section that we were in. So we were VIP premium. And in that particular section, that first little section, nothing but white people. Every single one of them. One guy had on a bandana, crazy hair. His hair looked like, when you have kids that are mixed, but they quite didn't get the good side from either side. So they didn't get all the beautiful curls from the black side, and they didn't get all the straight hair from the white side. So they're kind of in between. It's like a big fro. That was him. But he was a vibe. He was showing me pictures of his dog, of his puppy in his phone, and I think his grandmother. I'm not even sure. I was like, dude, this is not the place for that right now. I don't know what kind of vibe you're on. And he was sitting there smoking his, what is these vapes things? Oh my God, can y'all give up the vapes already? Everybody vaping these days, and it's so unhealthy for you. And then I got to sit there and get the secondhand smoke from your stinking vapes. Anyway, they were lots of white, beautiful ladies in my section and some guys as well. And I want to show you something. So I'm going to do a big shout out this morning. So they were there and I noticed that a bunch of them had fans, right? I was thinking, oh, okay, this is a new thing to go to a concert with like one of these fans instead of like the little ones, the battery operated ones. I'm like, oh, I still like this though. This is like a whole vibe and then some. Anywho, at one point they put down one of the fans. And so I was like, well, honey, child, I'm getting hot too. And I picked up the fan and started fanning myself. Like, oh my God, this feels so amazing. And then one of the young ladies came up to me and she said, are you Sandy from Mall Road? And I said, yes. I said, yeah. Come here to complete now. And she's like, this fan is our friend Cass that passed away. And I was like, Cass. I said, oh yes, I remember this. And she said, she was like really big into the community, helping NPOs and all this amazing stuff. And, she passed away and all of us here are like friends that she kind of brought together in some way or another. And we always want to remember her, like every time we go out. So we put her face, that's her. Isn't that beautiful? This is such a nice idea. They put her on this fan so that she's there with them. And I was like, oh, gave me goosebumps. I wanted to cry. I was like, oh my God, that is so sweet. And there she is. I'm going to do a little poster. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh. I love it. I absolutely love this idea. And it just shows you what an impression. I mean, she was obviously such an amazing and positive person. And she really, my goodness, that is just so sad. She really made a positive impression on the lives of her friends. And so they wanted to make sure that she was there vibing to Cartel just like them. But here's the funny thing, John. Not only were there white people there, but when Cartel started singing, apparently these white girls knew the lyrics to Cartel better than I did. I was like, I can't really sing along to any of these Cartel songs because I don't know them. They could. I was like, okay. Maybe I'm feeling my age a little bit here, but whatever. Listen, we got 700 people on the live stream this morning. What? 605 plus 79. Somebody do the math, whatever that is. All right. So yes, big shout out. It was amazing. And big shout out to Cass and all of her friends that were there. I'm sure that she's looking down on you guys and really appreciating the fact that you are, continuing her friendship, continuing her legacy. And I thought that this was such a cool idea. And so I poached one of your fans. I hope you don't mind, because I wanted to show people, what you guys had done. And I think this is just really, really special and amazing. Yeah. So yes, there are people of all shades and colors, John LaRue. This is not the time for us to divide each other. Everybody was there having a good time. I saw black, I saw white, I saw in between, charcoal, crayon colors, whatever. Doesn't matter. Everybody was there. Everybody was having an amazing time and well represented. So it was a good night all in all. Poor Jim says, Jesus, let's leave color and race and politics out of it. I know. It's always in the back of the mind, though, for a lot of people. So there you go. But everybody was there. And, at times like this, we don't see, honestly, music is one of the things that brings people together like nothing else, where you don't see color, right? You're just loving the musicians. You're loving the vibe. And I know he's probably thinking, oh, well, if it was only a Caribbean black performer, you had the soca guy. Let's not forget the soca guy too. He had a vibe, had people jumping. So you had the soca guy. What was his name again? Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm not a big soca fan, but his name was, somebody help me out here in the comment section. Y'all know who I'm talking about, but he was there and he was a whole vibe as well. So yeah, I mean, listen, the people love them some Carnival. They love jumping up and down. And it is what it is. So somebody says people hate on him, but he's a hit maker. Yep. We had a premium package as well and went early, planning ahead. Cartel did so well. He doesn't even need to come back. Yeah. we did the cussing for cartel. Tell them to come and arrest us. No, sir. Y'all not easy. Lord have mercy. Whew. All right. So someone said zero security isn't true. So Blair, they had security, but I think they were trying to make it move a little bit quicker. But, you know, feedback is always good. So maybe they can, you know, there's always room for improvement. But I like I said, all in all, it was a very good show. All right. All right. So now we get to the part that, you know, oh, that's the person who was with the microphone and the what was it? Wrench. Someone said that is Victoria. She's our marketing manager. Big up yourself, Victoria. The Archbishop of South Africa, Desmond Tutu, was a great example of how religion can be used to subjugate people. He said, when the missionaries came to Africa, they had the Bible and we had the land. They said, let us pray. We closed our eyes. When we opened them, we had the Bible and they had the land. Wow. Wow and wow. Oh my God. I had never heard that quote by him, but geez and peace. Wow. Yes, sir. That is deep. That's got me like pausing. Wow. What a hot mess. All right. Let's move on. So, of course, we left. I did not wait until the concert was completely over because, first of all, I really don't like traffic like that. I didn't want to get stuck in it. And I wanted to get out of the way before you crazies got on the road. Y'all know the vibe, right? So I was like, okay, at one point, like, okay, you know, we had a good time. Let's head home. You know, we're going to stop and get our pre-midnight dinner snack. Too late to be eating, but, you know, on nights like this, when you go out, what else can you do? So we did that. Voice, thank you so much. Voice was there, and Voice did a great job as far as soca goes. You know, like I said, I'm not a huge soca person, but whoever the heck Voice is, I think he performed well. Kevin Crown and Voice, yep, they did a good job. They had people jumping, and, you know, I felt like it was a mini carnival all over again. So I think all of the performers really did an amazing job. So I, you know, was like, okay, time to go home. We left, you know, good vibe, everything. You know, you wear shoes. I wore some new shoes. I was like, oh man, my feet are killing me. Kick those shoes off, put on the slippers when you get in the car, drove home, whatever. Next thing I know, was it that night that I saw this fight video or the following morning? I can't even remember. But next thing we know, we see this video come out with these women fighting. I was like, oh Lord, can we not have one night, one event in Cayman where nobody fights, nobody does anything, you don't touch nobody? But of course, I guess that's just asking too much, huh? And the women, why is it always you all? Why are y'all always embarrassing yourselves? Okay, so we're going to dig into this. It's deep, but on some levels. And then other parts of it's like, it ain't that deep, but then it is. Okay, so anyway, yesterday I was sitting at home. And as I like to do, especially on a Sunday, I didn't go anywhere yesterday. We did airport drop-off in the morning, got some breakfast, and that was it. Back home in the coziness of my home. I took a little afternoon nap. I was feeling so good. Then I was like, oh yeah, I got to prepare for tomorrow's show. Not a whole lot of preparation. And so I was looking at this video. And you know, if you know me, you know me. Believe it or not, I have a sense of humor. I know some of y'all be like, oh, not Auntie. You got a sense of humor, girl? Yes. Having a sense of humor makes you just get through life. Okay? Sometimes you can't take life too seriously. So anyway, I saw these women brawling, bonkies showing, and all kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, man, this is just so... On the one hand, it's sad. On the other hand, I had to try and find a little bit of humor in it. So I was thinking to myself, if I were an artist, an artiste. Okay. Right about now, I would be making some tunes about this. You all know what I mean? This is how artists get inspired. You see a little something and you're like, oh, okay, we need to make a song about this. And so, of course, I can't sing to save my life. Worst singing skills ever. What can I say? God couldn't give me all the talents. That wouldn't be fair to people. So I started to think to myself, okay, if I were like a DJ, what songs would I post with this video? And that's how I did my little video last night. Did you guys not like it? I mean, I feel like in another life, Selecta Sandy in the house, I could be a DJ. Anyhow, we get some classic songs about this because let's be very, very clear. As long as, Jesus was wearing slippers, women have been fighting over man from Adam and Eve days. Although there was only Adam and Eve, so who would she have been fighting? I guess the snake was fighting for her man. I don't know. But y'all are just ridiculous at some level. And we're going to get into the details here, Abby, of what we've heard. He said, she said, this one say, that one say, blah, blah, blah. But it comes down to man. And not even a good looking man. I mean, he got straight hair. So I know some of y'all, that's all it takes. He's like a little boy to these big women. And y'all should not be letting no little boy. Now somebody gonna lose their job. Y'all don't know how this go. And all of this over this little boy? Jeez, some peace. Can somebody who knows him send me a better picture? Because I only have like this kind of side profile. I'm hoping that that's not his best side because that haircut is so jacked up that I don't even know what to say. He looks like one of the characters from Mad. You know the Mad with the big ears? I always tell my husband he looks like the Mad character because he's got, when he was younger, his head had to go in. He had like really big ears. And so I'm like, you remind me of that guy. I don't know if he has a name, but from Mad, he has like really, really big ears. Like you see the ears before you see him. That's my hubby. But he is cute. But this dude, I don't know. He ain't worth it, ladies. I'm telling y'all. So Liana wants to see the video again. Kaboom to your video, says Strong Will. Liana says kaboom to the video. Okay, so put on your dancing shoes, get your cup of coffee, and yes, we're going to play it again. Heaven Bless is already laughing. Listen, other people have written the songs for me. Lady Shaw, Shensia, who else we got in here? Oh God, what's the one with she wears all kind of purple hair and stuff, the Jamaican artist. What her name is again? Oh Lord, hold on. Well, we got Mr. Vegas. What's the next lady's name? Oh Lord. She got one big bonky on her, Caribbean style. And she was on Love and Hip Hop, something or another. Anyway, her name will soon come to me. Spice. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, y'all are like, girl, please. Spice. Yep. Spice is a hot mess and then some. And Spice look like the kind of woman who would actually fight you over a man, honey chill. I'm just saying. Like, I love Shensia, but I don't think Shensia can really fight nobody over no man. She's like, whatever, you can have him. But these other women like Spice, girl, they would sit on you with that big bonky and squish you. I'm just saying. Mm-hmm. They got to fight for their man. And the thing is, I haven't seen one of these men yet that is worth it, including this one. I look at him and I'm just like, y'all fighting over this cartoon looking dude? Seriously? No, sir. Not today, Bobo. Not today. But anyhow, y'all ready for Selecta Renegade? I feel like I'm Selecta Renegade. Selecta Sandy. I feel like I need a record scratcher. Like I need a.
Y'all say me's a girl, me no fight over man. From a little bit of just some matana.
And then I kind of switched up, the kind of Christmas songs. Whatever.
I wonder where some y'all are study around here. See them argue over man where them a share. She don't worry about where next y'all are wear. And us say they need to do them here. Do you hear? The kind of life you see them living round here. Sometimes it's sorry for this where them a be. But y'all from your conscience clear. See the one you load make me hear. Man, I the least of my problem.
minute. Back it up. I love when she's saying, man is the least of my problem. This is the motto. Y'all need to sing this song until it is ingrained in your head. Man is the least of my problem. They should be. Don't make no man put you out in the streets acting like a proper fool. We are back it up, and I want you young ladies to listen to this. Yes, pull it up. Man is the least of my problem. Keeping a job. Both of these women are single mothers. I got to talk about that here in a second. That should be your focus. Not no fool man. Okay? Make him the least of your problems. Y'all ready? All right.
Over mana. From a little bit of just summertime.
Whatever. I wonder where some gyal are study round here. See them argue over man where them a share. See don't a worry about when next gyal are wear. And us say they need fi do them here. Do you hear? The kind of life we see them living round here. Sometimes it's sorry for this where them a be. But hot gyal from your conscience clear. See now when your load make me hear. Man are the least of my problem.
Yeah. Yep.
I can't fight over man, no. Show the ring and with your boyfriend give you. Yep. Tell them man you gonna look him man, no. Make them know what the man come look you.
Yep.
Be real.
Hold on. Back it up. He said hot gal don't fight over no man. All of you want to be a hot gal, then stop fighting over man, okay? And of course, we had to drop in a little bit of Shansia in the middle, right? All right.
Them a man clones so me walk on them. They no love chat but me I want them. Tell them this a real shiny ain't anthem. The girl can't see me as a problem. Them a man clones so we walk on them. We no love chat but we I want them. Tell them this a real shiny ain't on. Now fight no girl. What?
Yeah.
Them a be sitting in a street and pass and whisper to friend if a she that. And if a girl violate now say me nah be that. But if me a take your man we a keep that. Them a be see me in a street and pass and whisper to friend if a she that. Me big bad and brave so me beat me chest.
Whatever. Old school again.
I wonder where some gyal are study round here.
Yep.
See them argue over man where them a share. See don't a worry about when next gyal are wear. And us say they need fi do them here. Do you hear? The kind of life we see them living round here.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes it's sorry for this just where them a be. But hot gyal from your conscience clear. See now when your load make me hear. Man are the least of my problem. So me left idiot fi have them. Me too cute fi mix up and blend. So tell a girl she fi go with her argument. Me stress free cause me know in a excitement. Them give away free but no man no dey beside them. Some girl a hype on me, yes a man a hide them. Nah no pride girl, them no hot man no ride them. Cha. Me too rich fi argue with bitch. Me too nice fi in a cockfight. Me too hot and a that girl no like them. Everybody sitting me a while. That's right. When me go girl no fight over man.
You good from morning, broke up.
Okay, girl.
Broke out. Take out your phone and call him. Broke out. No man never leave your body in. Broke out your fancy and a jabbo. Some girl a fight over man out there. No girl can bring that to you round here. This girl bring it with your man and come a stare. Make him on her feet.
All right. What's the lesson today that we all need to walk away with? Don't fight over no man. It don't make no sense. Especially, I'm just saying, when they look like they just hitting puberty. This is why these women appear to have some kind of beef. This young man here, who looks like he's all of 19, is he even legal? Y'all sure you better card him? Tell me he want your phone number. You better make sure that he over age, because then that's how y'all gonna be ending up in jail. Wow. He looks like a little kid. I mean, I'm not trying to make fun of the young man. I guess he's over 18. But really? This is what's stressing y'all out these days? No, TD. This don't make no sense. So the fight happened. I cannot believe it. The first video we saw was them tumbling in the streets and rolling all over the place. Let me show it to you in case you missed it. Yep. Going on like a bunch of fools. And people are trying to separate them, by the way. Somebody say, why wasn't people trying to separate them? I mean, they were trying, but there's only so much separating you can do when you got two women holding on to each other hair and pulling on the hair and doing the most. They were trying, but boy, they were entangled like I don't know what. I was like, damn. So anyway, there they are. Mm-hmm. And
zoom in.
Not letting go. Yeah, girl. Somebody picked up the hand. They were trying to separate them. That one trying to get last few pieces of licks in. This is like the UFC. Oh my God. And that little guy, he did a good job pulling her out. And now we see security and it looks like police there. Somebody tell me y'all to end up on Mall Road, and they sure did. And ending up on Mall Road for this kind of thing is an embarrassment. I mean, honest to God, this is not good. So the video went up yesterday morning. I will say that both young ladies reached out to me. And the thing that I really feel bad about is both of them are single mothers. That is, come now. I need y'all to come. We can have a come into Jesus moment. Why do we have so many single mothers in Cayman? I want y'all to tune in because we're going to have an interview, which I've done already, and I'm going to air it probably tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, with Miss Marla Dukran, the economist, right? Talking about women, how although we have more education typically than men, we're still underpaid, we're underutilized. Like, you're not getting nobody in the streets are going to do any favors for you because you're a woman. And in fact, you got to work twice as hard because it is a man's world. Y'all don't believe me when I tell you it's a man's world? Look at this little boy. This is what men get the privilege, right? People fighting over him. And not for nothing, but these two single mothers, nice looking young ladies, this is the best that they could do. This is what has them all up in their feelings. I don't know. Like, honestly, none of this is sitting well with me. So we have the Martinez young lady. What's her first name? Monica, right? Monica looks like she could be a movie star. She's a pretty girl. But Monica, despite you claiming innocence, and I'm going to show the video to say that in this instance, Monica did not start this altercation. Yes, but people have enough to say about you, Monica. And this is where you need to now clean up your act. You can't be all that innocent when people are saying, historically, you out here calling people children names. Now, we're going to get to what is alleged here in just a second, because this is no bueno. This is not nice. All right. So we see Monica here. She's a very beautiful, nice looking young lady, but you got to make sure that the inside is going to match what is on the outside. You can be as pretty as you want to be, Monica. And you got enough. You look like you love social media. See some pictures here? Enough cleavage to go around the block and then some. All right. That's all fine and dandy, honey child. But guess what? That doesn't speak to your character. What kind of character? People saying you like to mess with people mad. They saying you better try and leave people mad alone. Now, I'm not getting in this cockfight because this is pure ridiculousness if you ask me, especially since this is what got y'all going. Seriously, like what on earth? This is it? No. It got to be something better than this out there. What is he bringing to the table? Whose bills are he paying? Okay? Which of these children is he taking care of? Because now somebody is about to get fired this morning. And when you get fired, my question is thus: will he be taking care of your child and you when you're fired? Inquiring minds want to know. Who's going to be paying the bills? He going to jump on the next third chick. He probably already moved on. Do not make any of these men make you look like a fool out in these streets. So this young lady here, what's her name? LaShonda? What her name is again? La something. Apparently, all sources reveal that in this instance, she is the aggressor. Now, let me tell you how the story go. They call Auntie. Oh, Auntie, can you take down the video because I work at Maples, I work at Walker's. This is making me look bad. No, girl. Y'all look bad from the second you skin out in these streets and pull somebody down by the hair. Oh, these comments, they're talking about me making disparaging remarks. Well, when you end up on social media, okay, because you're out in these streets acting like a proper hoodlum, what do you think is going to happen? Of course, people are going to talk about you. What else do you expect? You think you're going to yank somebody by the hair and drag her down and start this brawl and nobody not going to be like, what on earth is going on with these women? That is when your enemies come for you. You invite them in. 863 people on the live stream this morning listening to this nonsense. We should have that many people listening when we're talking about something positive and how to improve our lives. So look, all of K-Man know who you are, right? If you were trying to remain anonymous in life, you done went and screwed that up. No, sir. Because here's the video that started it all. Here's what we see now that happened, right? So we see them walking, and by the way, this looks like a little setup, but I'm going to talk about that here in a second. Okay, pause, back it up. I wish I could get the clean version of this minus the text, because look very, very clear, carefully. You see? She's walking, and then here we go. Hair grab coming. You saw that? She stopped. It looked like Monica stopped to, I don't know, she was fixing her shoes, fixing her outfit, something, when she's leaving the venue. So this is now on the outside, across the bridge, across the little green bridge. And then you see, bam, LaShonda, is that her name? She grabbed her. Look at that. Let me see. Where's the picture? Somebody sent me a whole bunch of pictures of her this morning. Let me try and find them again. She grabbed her and pulled her straight down by her hair. Now look here, ladies, just back it up. Let me tell y'all something. If you have natural hair, which I think Monica's hair is all natural, maybe she put in a few piece of extension, whatever, and somebody grabs you by your natural hair, I guess weave would hurt too, but hello. You know how painful that must be? For somebody to grab you by your hair and drag you down to the ground like that? Girl, I'm going to tell you, what Monica does next is called self-defense. Because nobody can come and drag you down like that and you're not going to defend yourself. We would be talking about Chantal again this morning, right? Chantal going around beating up on people. And the poor little girl not fighting herself. Y'all like, defend yourself, girl? Why are you making somebody kick you down in the street? So, in fairness to Monica, in this moment, Monica had no choice but to defend herself, right? I think any right-thinking person, somebody drag you down by your hair, she might not even have known who was behind her to do that. I don't know if she saw LaShonda, whatever the heck her name is, behind her. I don't know if she saw that or not, but of course, all bets are off. Seriously. So she dragged her down. See? Bam! Hit the ground. And then it started. She started to drag her by the hair some more, flip her around, and then jump on top of her. And I want to say something in all seriousness now, right? Some of this video is very, very serious because what's her name? LaQuisha? LaShonda. LaShonda. Is that how she pronounces it? LaShonda. LaShonda, you are very, very lucky because I got to tell you something now, right? Auntie wants you to know something. You could have killed that girl. I know in the moment You talking about, oh, she calling my children little black children, that they ugly and this and that. From what I understand, this woman has never, and correct me if I'm wrong, LaShonda, she's never directly said anything to you. So whatever you're hearing is coming by way of hearsay, from him, your other friends, whoever. You need to take a lesson in life. Because this could have been so much worse this morning. We could have been talking about just like that foolishness down at Turtle Farm over turtle meat. Now we have a man that's dead. Another one who's probably looking at manslaughter or murder charges and going to jail. LaShonda, let me explain something to you that you might not have appreciated. When you grabbed her, I want y'all to watch it again, and you pulled her down, okay? I am telling you that it would have been very, very easy for you. You see that little curve right there in the end? She could have hit her head on that, and you would be catching, forget about catching man and catching feelings. You would be catching a murder charge here today. You hear me? You young people need to wake the expletive up. Y'all are playing around in these streets, and you do not appreciate the seriousness of what you are doing. You could have killed her by pulling on her hair and dragging her down. It only takes one lick to the head, to cause permanent damage, including death. We have seen it before. Even people just accidentally trip and fall. Yeah, accidentally trip and fall and hit their head on one of those parking blocks or whatever. Girl, that is concrete. The breed not that hard. Y'all think she got tough head, and not that tough. This is ridiculous. So, you're going to be facing some serious LaShonda. Oh, thank you, aisle 25. That's the pronunciation, LaShonda. Okay, well, LaShonda, you're going to be looking at LaShawn No Job here this morning. Both of them apparently work for law firms, which I think is so, oh my God, ironic. All right. One works for Maples. Apparently Monica works for Maples, and LaShonda works for Walkers. These law firms do not play. LaShonda called me yesterday asking me to take down some of the comments because y'all were being mean girls and mean boys and just stupid in the comment section. I told her, honey child, that can be the least of your worries. Oh, I'm a single mother. I get it. That's why in that moment, you should have been thinking about your child when you wanted to snatch the ish out of her because she called your child black and ugly. Think about your child and don't do it. Because now you're going to lose your job. You're going to get charged with assault. You're going to be in court. You might even go to jail, right? All over what? This guy with a bad haircut? Huh? This guy with a little diddly widdly? Like what? What is he offering you women that you would even think that this is worth it? So I don't know who got a baby with him. I don't know if LaShonda has a child with him. And so, now the child's obviously mixed. He a little bit fairer skin. Kemanion's a fool over skin color. I'm a high yellow. I'm this not. I've never seen people so friggin' stupid when it comes to this sort of thing. And unfortunately, some of our Georgetown black people, and I don't know where LaShonda from, but I'm assuming she's a Georgetowner. Some of y'all so dumb. You find a little, high yellow West Bay, and they make you go foolish over yourself, or from, heaven forbid, they from Savannah. Them country boys got y'all going. Put on their little boots and be tapping their feet to some good country music. Now, nobody wants anybody saying anything negative about their children. And trust me, I get it. Those are fighting words. You want to thump somebody upside their head. How dare they insult your children based on the color of their skin? Yes, I understand it. However, there's a way to deal with things. And I'm going to tell you something. I feel your pain because recently I had someone saying, I can't even, thank God the judge didn't even make me repeat in court. He said, you don't have to repeat what she said. I have the transcripts here. Because it is so disgusting what some people can say to try to mar your name and to talk about your children. And I understand the desire to want to thump somebody in the head. You think I didn't feel like getting on a plane and going to Cayman Brac? If y'all think I'm joking, I even had somebody said to me, Sandy, we'll take care of it for you, you know. We got to roll up on her and Cayman Brac. And I said, don't do it. Don't even say it. Don't do it. I would be no better than that fool if I encourage any kind of violence whatsoever. She's not worth it. And when you think about what you have to lose, because you see, this now is the biggest problem. A lot of you do not understand. When you have something to lose, when you call me talking about you're a single mother, oh God, that means that you got something to lose. You have a child that should be your number one priority. I done told y'all I'm not designed and built for no friggin' jail. And I have a lot to lose, huh? So guess what? Sticks and stones, this is what I got to keep telling myself. I have to repeat what Aunt Lottie used to tell me. Sticks and stones can break my bones, but what? Words can never hurt me. They do hurt. I understand that they hurt, but you got to deal with your business in a particular way. So you know how I dealt with it? Instead of getting on a plane and going to Cayman Brac or sending somebody else to drag her out like that Spanish woman did and give her a black eye on the other side of her face, I said, no. My fingers did the angry movements when I was typing up those court documents. Find a different way to handle your business. This was not it. I'm not giving Monica any right. If she has ever said anything about your children, she is dead wrong. But doing what you did in this moment, and the fact that somebody was there recording it, makes me think that the whole thing was premeditated. Why else would they have just been randomly recording, yes, Andrew, this Jerry Springer moment? It don't make no sense. So it looks like to me it was planned. And you see, this is a kind of now, this is where you FOFO, FAFO, because now the prosecution going, okay. We see the before video. Sure looks like it was premeditated. Girl, you better just go to court and plead guilty. Don't worry with no trial. I don't care what no lawyers tell you. Take my word for it. Fall in the mercy of the courts. Plead guilty and take responsibility. Because this is not a good look, none at all. You honestly could have killed that girl. Well, Monica, I mean, somebody taught you how to fight. We come into that song later on in the show. But Monica held her own, certainly trying to get out of the situation. And I mean, bonkers flaring, cellulite flaring, everything. You got to give her props for, not going down without a fight. But this is serious business. And I really want to talk to all young people out there who are fighting over nothing. Like scrubs. What TLC said? Y'all fighting over scrubs. Yeah, that's what he is. He's a scrub. My God. I can't even see the logic in it. So supposedly, I guess LaShonda is with him now. The other girl was with him before. Monica says she don't want him no more. I see y'all fighting in the comment section. I'm just like, ugh, really? Well, Monica says she's done with him. She don't want him. You can have him. And so I don't really know why y'all continue to be up in your feelings about the situation. The truth is nobody should really want him. Does he have a job? What's he even bringing to the table? No, sir. Y'all gotta do better. Don't make any man, chick, whatever y'all call them these days, man, woman, in between, hermaphrodite, I don't care what they are. Don't make them come between you and your paycheck. Because you and your paycheck as a single mother is how you support your child. All these friends out here, who be encouraging you into badness. You're like, oh yeah, I can go ahead of you and I can record it. Where is that friend now? Come on through. Where is that friend now that was recording and holding the camera and actually now is providing evidence to hurt your case even more? That friend can help you pay CUC when that come due next month, because you know it gotta be high because it's getting hot in here and we gotta be turning down the AC to keep it even cooler. Your child gonna need lunch money for school? Oh no, government give you free lunch now. Y'all lucky. They done private school. Okay, because then yeah, we gotta come up with lunch money to feed them. I honestly want to know these so-called friends, when you get in trouble, where they be, where they is. Oh, they gonna be talking your business. That way they gonna be. They're the same ones, believe it or not, who is going to be sending Auntie your photos. Because LaShonda, you seem to not have much of a social media presence. I see you. And what I know is I still found enough pictures of you that people could send me. You know why? Those your friends, girl. Who else you think that would be? I can put that in quotation. Friends. Very, very loosely. Yeah? They're the same friends you may think is riding with you. I feel like we need to have a TLC moment this morning for all 900 people watching the live stream. How many of y'all love a good TLC song like No Scrubs? That is what y'all picking up in these streets. These men are not worth it. You're not fighting over somebody that's a lawyer, a doctor, or a big time job. Even then, you don't need to, because he got 5 chicks on the side and you just number 2 out of 5. I'm just saying. No, sir. Jim says friendship is a loose term. Melita says, hear that? That what you get, friends. And I'm telling you, they ain't your friends, but they can pretend to be. And so y'all need to be a little bit smarter than this. Girl, look closely at him. Yeah, he thinks he's fine. Oh, please, girl. This ain't it. Oh, he's broke. I don't want no scrubs. I don't want your number. Nope, I'm not giving you mine either. No. Honey, child, y'all need to do better. Oh, Lord have mercy. I got to take a commercial break. Honey, child, big shout out to all the good folks over at the ESO. Y'all like Sandy. Don't take a break right now. Oh, I need to get some tissue. My sinuses irritate me. Because I know y'all don't want me picking my nose like the lady in the van. Stop. Lord Jesus, I can't this morning. But anywho, we'll be right back after these messages.
Have you completed and returned your business survey forms? The deadline for the annual business surveys is June 12th, 2026. The surveys are confidential under the Statistics Act and exempt from the Freedom of Information Act. Your response matters. Do your part. Fill out and return your survey forms to the Economics and Statistics Office. For assistance in completing the forms or for more information, call 244-4676, 244-4600, or visit eso.ky. Remember, better data, better decisions, better business.
The Spring Labour Force and Quality of Life surveys conducted by the Economics and Statistics Office begin Sunday, April 26th. The Labour Force survey collects information on employment and unemployment in the Cayman Islands, while the Quality of Life survey gathers feedback on well-being, financial security, community belonging, and overall life satisfaction. Trained interviewers with official ESO ID cards will visit randomly selected households. All interviews are confidential under the Statistics Act, and no individual information will be published. For details, call the ESO hotline at 5163329.
All right, honey child. Let's get to some of your comments. What a hot mess. Oh, my apologies. Sometimes my sinuses are a little bit acting up in the mornings. Okay, let me put on my glasses here so I can see. And I noticed the time, it's 7:23, so 9:30 soon come. Caribbean Girl 345 says on Instagram, well, she should have think twice before she put her hand on the other girl. They definitely needed to think twice. One Law Patchy, good morning. Good morning to Talk Facts. Could have broke her neck, says Flyboy 345. Yeah, I mean, listen, all jokes aside, let me be very, very clear. What you see happening there is a hood rat kind of fight, but this is exactly how people get injured and killed, right? So there's somebody out here who's listening to this who probably themselves have thought, oh yeah, so-and-so pissing me off. I got to grab him next time. Don't do it. Do not do it, because you run the risk of seriously harming someone. And you know who you're going to harm the most? Your children. When you gotta go jail and they're there by themselves. Yeah, you harming them. Okay. And I don't know how y'all would feel, but I could imagine that, y'all must taking somebody's life. I don't know how the Turtle Farm guy feeling right now, the butcher, but damn, that's like next level. You got to live with that. That you actually took a grandfather away. You would have been taking Monica away from her daughter or son. I don't know what she has. She has a son, actually. I saw his photo. She has a son, right? This isn't cool. It's a mess, all right. It's a mess and then some. Yeah, they be trying to catch feelings. They better catch something else. On a serious note, he looks like Lurch from the Addams Family. Who the heck is Lurch? I don't know. But what I'm going to say is, and I see Gecko is here. Where is LaShonda? Where's her photo? Well, it was very, very difficult to find photos of her. Like I said, her friends eventually came through this morning. So they sent a few. Not a whole lot. But LaShonda, girl, because you the little black girl in all of this. Nobody not going to give you no favors. You the little brown, girl from town, and they're ready like, yeah, he could have had Monica looking like this, and he downgraded to this. You don't know that people could come for us just because you're a little black girl from Georgetown. You're a little Georgetowner. Went to Georgetown Primary School. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm telling you is don't give people a reason to be coming for you. That's all I'm saying. These people can't hurt you. It looks like you were doing okay for yourself. This is a cute little outfit. Elevate and get your little job at Walker's, But damn, you done gone and messed that up. Now they gonna fire you. Girl, as you walk in this morning, you don't know how this can go. I used to work for Maples, right? And they're epic for firing people. Your key card not even gonna work. They're gonna tell you, come straight to HR this morning. Jeez. Donna says, Sandra, you could be a rapper. Lord have mercy. Melita says, I was responding to Strong Wilt's comment. I don't even know. Rosedale, good morning. Bob Marley said, only friends know your secrets. Ingrid said, his corn must be fine, please. Some of them can't even mash ant. But like I said, I don't know. These girls be falling in love with him. They not got nothing to offer. He not gonna help you build no house. You can't get no Frank Hall home with him. I'm just saying, none of that. Play Eve, Love is Blind. Ooh, that sounds like a good song too. But look like for some people, love be blind, deaf, and dumb. And it's not just about the looks, because everybody has whatever they're into, right? So I'm not saying nothing. I mean, like I said, the haircut does not really look flattering on this young man, and he looks like he's a little boy. And I don't mess with little boys, okay? I'm too old for this. But I'm just saying, both of these women are older than him. They're in their 30s, and he's like 21 or something. And, the mere fact that men mature later than women, a 20-year-old is like, he has the mental capacity of a 15-year-old. So that means that you really dealing with an underage boy, not in age, not in biological age, but in how they react and their attitude and stuff like that. They're not mature. Not mature, not at all. So do better. You got to pick better. Oh, my God. And what is he doing this morning? All right, somebody told me he was in the comment section egging on Monica and all kind of foolishness. Go sit your backside down. That's not what you need to be doing. What you need to be doing, I'm assuming LaShonda's son or daughter, whatever it's for you, what you need to be doing is going out there and getting a third job if you have one already. Yes, because now you're going to have to take care of the child and hold things down while LaShonda deals with her situation. Because her situation now, this going to be months of back and forth with the courts. Like I said, if she's smart, she'll just plead guilty and try and get it over with and move on with her life as quickly as you possibly can. Gecko says, I think you be very selective on who you choose to post. Oh, Gecko, relax yourself. This ain't the time. It is officially 9:29. That means we can click off radio now because it ends at 9:29. So let me go ahead and warn you. We might drop a few F-bombs going forward for the remainder of the show. So this may no longer be the segment for all 800 plus of you. I'm just saying. Now, if you're offended by a fuck around and find out segment, now you just log off. Simple as that. Yes. Okay. Damn, they fight in the streets at all ages, says Salvin. Honey chat. Who's that calling my phone? I hear it ringing. Oh, hold on. This one normally call him with sus. What is it? Daniel Chisholm is the guy's name. He has no job and a few court cases. He has the baby with LaShonda. Is Monica's son for him or no? He probably would have been 12 if that's the case, because Monica's son look a little bit older. Okay. Daniel Chisholm. Do we have a better photo of him? Because, I'm trying to give the dude the benefit of the doubt here. Like, show me something to show me why Daniel Chisholm. Chisholm's from where? North Side? That who he family to? I'm looking for some redeeming qualities here. Ellery having a laugh about the Frank Hall homecoming. Well, that's true. Because that's y'all be aspiring to those Frank Hall homes, honey child. Ricky says Walker should be just okay and not firing their soul. They can't keep their own employees safe. That's what you think. You sit there. Like I said, she's a black girl from Georgetown. She will get 0 concessions. That reminds me. You know what they say? Roach and fowl don't have the same luck. What is that Caribbean saying? Jamaicans say it a lot. This reminds me of a fight back in the day. Okay, let's do a recap. Okay. What is her name again? Oh my gosh. She works for DMS doing HR on the corporate side. I think she kind of been behaving lately. Big bonket, enhanced boobs. What the hell her name is again? Oh my gosh, you guys gotta help me out with her name now. What is her name? Oh, Puss and Dog don't have the same luck. And then something about the roach and the fowl not supposed to be in the same fight, something. But what is what her name, sister, again? Janitzi. Yes, Janitzi. Okay. Y'all know Janitzi, honey child. She had one man there, Mario. They were always fighting and going back and forth for years. I don't know if they finally got over it or they still fighting or what they doing, but I haven't heard anything about it in a little bit. So she's been kind of behaving, I guess, right? Janitzi. Yeah. So Janitzi and her former BFF, whose name was Leanne. I only know that they're BFFs because back in 2009, apparently Leanne used to live across the street from me when I lived down in Newlands. And so when Leanne's dog went missing, because she was a horrible dog owner, I can tell you that. When the dog went missing, he wandered over into my yard, looking like a hot mess, cross-eyed, wasn't groomed, hair stuck in the thing. When I took him to the vet, they're like, oh my God. I said, I think the dog is deaf and old. They're like, this dog is not that old and he's not deaf. It's just that he's not getting groomed. All the hair was inside his ear hole. I was like, what the hell? I've never seen a dog looking so scruffy. Anyway, I tried to clean him up, honey child. Almost 2 weeks later, she sees me walking the dog, who, by the way, I walked like 20 times a day because she also did not have her damn dog potty trained, had him shitting on her back porch. I was like, who the freak does that? That is so disgusting. Anyway, so Janitzi, her BFF, comes to her defense in the comment section. Back in those days, social media wasn't too hot, right? But we had BlackBerry. This was days of BBM, BlackBerry messages. We had CNS comment section. So when they did the story where they were then trying to accuse me of stealing this ugly dog, I'm like, y'all must be crazy. Because if I'm going to steal something, which I'm not, certainly not a dog. That's like trying to steal somebody's child. At least I want a dog to look good. I'm going to steal a good looking dog. I'm not going to steal a damn cross-eyed dog that looked like it just walked out of hell. Poor little thing. I named it Precious because when you looked at the dog, that's all you could say. Precious. Poor thing. She had the dog named Delilah. Like the dog was twerking on a pole at night or something. I was like, Delilah? What kind of freaking name is that for a dog? I digress. So Janitzi was writing hard for her friend in the comment section. Oh, you stole her dog and you're a bitch and blah, blah, blah. I was like, girl, who the fuck are you? This is my first experience with Janitzi. I was like, who are you? Where are we dragging you up from? Anyway, she went hard for Janitzi. Years later, somebody's like, oh, Auntie, you never hear how Janitzi and Leanne getting fight at Walker's and Walker's parking lot? I said, hold on a minute. Let me get my cup of tea. Tell me more. Tell me everything. I was like, the two BFFs were fighting over what? Man, Scrubs, Mario. I was like, Jesus Christ. You can't make this shit up. I'm like, what? Leanne and Janitzi fighting over Mario? Because Janitzi found out that I don't know who was in whose DMs, but Janitzi found out that Leanne was either talking to Mario, screwing Mario, doing something with Mario that was not appropriate as a BFF. And I was like, oh my God. But didn't she have a husband? Oh no, the husband left her. I was like, Lord God, me can't take so much sauce one time. And so apparently, Janitzi rolled up to Maples and boxed her down, beat her ass for trying to mess with her man and all kind of foolishness. And you know who got fired? It wasn't Janitzi that got fired. Janitzi to this day still got her job. Because boy, she must have got some special tokens with DMS where she just going to be like, here, a forgiveness token. Forgive me. I need to keep my job. Honey child. Leanne was the one who got fired from her good job at Walker's. And she was a single mother of 2 children. 2 little boys. I say, you see, y'all frigging around with these so-called friends. Y'all can get what you can get. That's all I got to say. I ain't saying no more. Because y'all don't seem like you can learn. And the cycle keeps repeating. LaShonda, all right, let me read these comments. I can't even fix up the comments nice today because they're coming in too hard and heavy. She wears fake hair. Monica hair is real, and they all have very long hair, and her and her sisters. You know, not for nothing, but Monica looks a little bit familiar. Like I feel like I've seen her before. Okay, Monica has 2 sisters that what? What? Weren't Walkers as well? What? Gilda and Kiana Martinez. LaShonda is who have a kid with him, but Monica is the ex. His father is Devon Chisholm, the fireman. I don't even know who the hell he is. His mother is a Honduran who works ALT. Denora is her name. Oh, Janitzi Parchment is who you're talking about. Okay, I don't know his people, not at all, but okay. So his father's a fireman. And what's somebody say? He's always in court. No, sir. That's another picture of him. Lord, he looked like a little boy for true. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make fun of him, but he looks like a little kid. This is Father Devon Chisholm Works Fire Station. You don't really look that familiar. That's an old photo of him. No job, no nothing. Have baby and wasn't out of school well. Not even further his education. A real waste man. Cannot do anything for the child because he forever begging money from his siblings and cannot and do not want to work. Monica was the girl in nightclub, was eating out another girl. Wait a minute. That not the one who was on a scholarship and lost a scholarship, though. That was a different situation of munching and crunching on the pom pom. That wasn't the same one, right? That was a long time ago. Is that her? I don't think that's her. She's not related to them people from them Hondurans from Georgetown, like Miss Lucy and a bunch of them? Or this another case again? Lord God, me can't keep up. Y'all be crunching and munching and everything. But I mean, Monica's a pretty girl, but girl, I've been hearing enough about you in these streets, and I'm just saying you need to get it together too. I'm not hearing too much good stuff about you. Years back in the Lily nightclub, yes. That's her? Oh my God. But didn't we post? I saw that video. Shit. I knew she kind of looked familiar, but she looks different still. Oh, she turned out really pretty. I mean, back then she was really young. Wasn't she on some, and she lost a scholarship at that time? This the same one? No, man, that's a different girl. That was not Monica. No, that was another one eating puss. Boy, y'all young girls out here in these streets. Lord Jesus, I can't even. That was a different one. Oh my God. Phew. That was not Monica. Okay. But she was eating puss too in Lily's? Lord Jesus, take the wheel. I can't even. I can't. I cannot with you guys. Yes, ma'am. You trying to call the Shurawa? Hello? Oh, Lord have mercy. Let me put on my glasses. Sometimes they be calling me like, check your message, honey child. Let me see. Monica's sister is Gilda. Who the hell is Gilda? Gilda who? Oh my God. He is the worst of the worst. King of scrubs. The sauce turn up. Gilda. No, the girl who was eating out lost the scholarship. That wasn't her. That was another girl. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, Michael Miles was there too. I forgot to say. Talking about government minister. She was there. Cockroach. Somebody's in foul fight. Yeah. Precious. You had me cracking up this morning. Lord have mercy. Yep. Deaf cross-eyed dog. They were accusing me of stealing. I'm like, y'all do not know me. I can steal something that at least look cute. Shall. So when they get caught in the act, they're always begging. Trust me, Monica is no angel. She is one of those Cayman's baddest gals. And as for the boy, the Dan and LaShonda, they are very disgraceful. Apparently he takes perk and rolled over and broke. What is perk? Apparently he takes perk. What the hell's perk? And rolled over and broke their 1-year-old child's leg a few months back. And that's what they fighting over. He takes perk. What the hell is perk? Y'all got to educate me now because I don't know what the hell this is. What is perk? It wasn't Monica who was eating the pom-pom. It was her sister. Monica is pretty, but very nasty and ghetto. Jesus, Lord God. No, it was her sister Gilda that was eating the pom-pom. The other girl was related to Miss Lucille. Say what? How many pom-pom eating episodes can y'all have? Jesus Christ, you should only be able to claim one in your lifetime. If that, I mean, some of us not into that sort of thing, if you know what I mean. I think the guy with the bandana is the ex, so looks like he was walking out with LaShonda. Not 100%, but quite sure. I'm assuming that LaShonda is baby daddy. Ay. So Dan, D-Dan won. accusing Monica of sleeping to get positioned in her job. Well, D-Dan, let me invite you to stay the hell out of this conversation. You the cockroach that causing the whole fucking thing to go sideways. These women out in these streets fighting over you. And you not bringing jack shit to the table. Even if they think you're cute, you're not bringing nothing to the table. Seriously, you just go sit down. You should not be in the comment section making no comments. I saw somebody send me your thing on Instagram saying that him right there. Talking about true, she F for that position. Facts, you probably fucking for money too. Well, you must know if you were with her. I'm just saying, why were you with her? You're not got no standards, so stay the fuck out of this. Okay? And as a man, don't you be talking nothing about no woman. You were eating her kitty too, God knows. Sure. By the way, speaking of eating kitty, this conversation is going to go totally sideways right now. However, have you guys seen this video called Jamaican Liar? Have you guys seen that one? Oh my God. I am so up for it. I love that song. I'm trying to find the full version of it, and I'm going to share it, but I've got like a partial version. Has anybody seen this video, or is it just me? That video is next level. The lyrics to the song, the hook, everything is amazing. I love it. It's talking about Jamaican men. It is hilarious. Yep. I'm gonna play that in honor of all of you who are out here eating kitty for a living, including the men who want to be pretending like they're not. We're gonna put y'all on blast this morning. Stop your lies. Oh my God. Y'all just be lying. I don't know why y'all be lying. Because y'all don't know. We know the truth with some of y'all. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying, Percocet, he's doing Percocet? Oh my God. Let me blow my nose. Give me 1 second here. Go support your local school events, please.
Hi everyone. Get ready for the Sir John A. Cumber Primary School PTA Annual Fun Fest happening Saturday, June 6th from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Sir John A. Cumber Primary School field. Enjoy face painting, bouncy houses, carnival games, horseback riding, and fireworks. Fun for the whole family. All for just $25, including entry and one meal. Tickets are available at the Sir John A. Cumber Primary School PTA office or online at ticketsplus.ky. Every ticket helps fund new playground equipment for our students. Don't miss it. We'll see you there.
Percocet. Oh my God. That is the one thing that I have on my allergy list when I go to the hospital and they say, what are you allergic to? I'm like, do not give me Percocet. That shit makes you feel like shit. One time somebody gave it to me. I can't even remember which doctor it was. And honey child, I literally felt like I was going to throw up and die. After that, I'm like, look, yeah, I don't know what kind of drug that is, but don't you ever give that drug to me again. Oh my God, Percocet. But I understand it's highly addictive and some people love to take it. Good morning, caller. You trying to call the show? Hello? Hello? Hello, hello, hello. All right, well, if you're not calling the show, not your time yet. Yes, Percocet. Oh my God. Don't give that to me, honey child. I literally have that on my list of things that I'm allergic to because it made me feel so bad. But I do understand that some people love it. Yeah. Ooh. Now, you know you got to be desperate for high if you're going for that shit. Dave said, whatever happened to women dating their age? They're both grooming the young guy, acting like he's the problem. His repetition is on display while these grown-ass women behaving like scrubs. They're all scrubs, if you ask me, Dave. Every single one of them in this situation. But yeah, that Percocet, Jenny says they're jealous of Monica because she's beautiful. Well, like I said, she is a very lovely looking young lady, but she seems to have a reputation out in these streets that I don't envy. I'm just saying, I'm gonna put on a little bit of lipstick and mind my own business, but I don't want nobody talking. Yes, I'm just saying, the reputation of the hottest. All right. So let me tell you what else people have been saying about this situation. Apparently, they were very, very surprised that I did not hear what happened with what you call it? Hold on. Apparently, Monica was mixed up in some Easter situation as well. Lord God. So, I mean, Monica hands not clean, you know. She need to scrub those hands, because all I'm saying is there was something that went down at Easter time. Let me back up and look at some messages from yesterday. Let me see here now. Something about Easter, and she did something or said something about this woman. Okay. Shaking her ass and bending over, and that caught on video. And they think that they're untouchable, but bring into the public highlights the standards of accountability. Oh, wrong message. Let me see now. The lawyer told me, okay. Where the hell is this one from yesterday? But something about her doing something at Easter time. Monica apparently used to deal with the other girl's boyfriend / daddy, children daddy, calling people children nigger children. Monica is disgusting and feisty. Gotta hear what she went on with over Easter. And then she told the guy to shut up and go take care of his nigger children. I guess he told LaShonda. LaShonda didn't bust her ass properly. Well, she was certainly trying. Hot mess. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, caller.
You trying to call the show?
Yeah, trying.
9362626.
9362626.
Yes, boss. All right. Okay, next one calling again. Hey, good morning. Are you trying to call the show?
Yes, ma'am.
9362626.
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, phone calls. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, mom. How you doing this
Not
morning?
bad. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I was just hearing your live. I was hearing these things about this young lady and this young man.
Yes. What a hot mess.
It is a hot mess, Annie. It is a very But you got knowing now that it two sides to the story.
Apparently, this story got about 5 different sides, my dear. But go ahead.
Yeah, but I watched that video, man. That black girl coming behind her and just drag her down to the ground like bloop. But
look here. That I say I don't know LaShonda, but I feel like she gotta be a Georgetowner. You know, she pulled her like she's pulling mango from a tree. I was like, what the fuck?
So this morning is live, man. Them came on up and they want to hear the scoop, but I want to know who messaged me telling you all Easter they bring up. That was Easter. That was on a boat. How they find out that she was doing things on a boat. They watching Miss Monica very hot. Very hot.
So you heard about the Easter situation too?
I was there.
Oh damn, you were there. Oh snaps.
Yeah,
there was no video of that one, or how y'all holding out on me?
There wasn't no video.
Sure.
We saw it, man, but we can't judge people on their personal life.
I mean, obviously we are. I'm just saying. Listen, your life not personal when you're doing it in front of people. I'm just saying, if you're on a boat and you saw it and other people saw it, that's not personal. That is somebody who, wants to be skinning out in the streets and then talking about they want to go to law school and they want to be a lawyer and they work Maples and they trying to have an executive reputation. You can't have no executive reputation in these streets like that.
No, I think she come from a good place, man. She does.
Oh my God. I don't know. So what a mess. But what is your take on this? If you have any kids?
My take is that I tell you hard I missed it. But my take is for the girl that dragged her down and I hear she ended up pushing the young man. But Stop fighting over man, blood. That'd be my take still. Stop fighting over man.
Yeah.
Blood.
And if somebody, I don't know, do you have any kids?
No, this your nephew.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Look here. If somebody said that about, I don't know who they could insult that you'd really be upset about it, but somebody, you think words are ever a reason to drag somebody and to beat them?
Boy, no, boy, but I like watching when the girls do that, man. Because you get to see some titties fly out and thing, man.
Boy, try and come off my phone.
All right. I was just thinking, let's hear the other side of the story.
No, sir. Well, listen, you know, enough people were looking at that video and, come Stacey, enough people are looking at that video and saying, boy, Monica thick in the rear end though. I heard him looking at her bonky. I mean, yeah, but sound like she need to get her shit together still. All right, my dear. Thank you very much.
All right, call.
All right, cool. 936-2626. I know another person was trying to call in. What's your take on this, folks? Are y'all going to, fight over man, fight over woman? If somebody call your child a nigga child, would you go and drag them down months later after they? Because from what I'm understanding, this was not said at the time, like that night. So that I want to know what kind of fighting words. Hello, caller.
Sandy.
One, tell me now.
Listen. What people should have did now pay extra money for the after party.
Oh God.
I mean, what relegation did was just put a fire across thing in the stuff.
Oh my God.
Extra for the VIP. Since some of the VIPs didn't get the drinks what they should have got. Sandy, listen to me.
Yes.
Number one, I don't think even I have $3. They're not fighting with no damn man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Number two, where was the man when they were fighting?
Mm-hmm. He said they're looking at Monica's bunk. Probably. Talking about he and call her next week.
He might have been with woman number 3.
You understand?
Number two, I always told this, a friend of mine that passed away last year. He always told me, when somebody says something about you, right? What makes them so comfortable? And I just sent you a video. What makes them so comfortable that they could feel like they could come say something about you and you, my friend? What makes them feel that comfortable?
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And if they back in news, if there's somebody say, well, boy, this is about the son, and then I come and bring it to you. What did I do to defend your honor? I should have stopped it right there and then, and that's what she should have done. Now, they might end up losing their job. Their friends not support them. Their friends not feed them. Their friends not be there. Their friends is, and more than likely, their friends are there sitting down videotaping them and making a mockery out of it.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yeah.
But I don't get it wrong, but guess what?
Mm-hmm.
Martinez, I give her props because guess what? She was fighting and pounding with one hand and holding her breast with the next hand so nothing to come out. If you check that video, this woman, listen, if she had a top that was covered up like a t-shirt, it would have been MMA part too. It would have been Creed because guess what? For a woman to hold one top for you with the second hand, woman give up, do not fight. Woman, do not go pick no fight with nobody, please.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say because I give her props on that. That if you notice the video again, woman holding her chest with her left hand and pounding with the right hand.
And having her hair pulled at the same time. I was like, damn.
Exactly. And kick it. Yo, listen, this is the Matrix. She worse than Neo. She is the one. But
Lord.
For honest, Trula, the BS has to stop. But Sandy, on that same time, how many you have to ask yourself this too? How many men in prison? How many men in prison who have unalive or killed people, kill women, kill men over women?
Yeah, pure stupidity.
Enough money in my prison right now for unaliving or killing people.
That's true.
Over a woman.
And it's not worth it. It's never, when you reflect back on it, I can tell you there's never a person who'd be like, yeah, blood's like, I happy did I end up in jail after murdering her or what? No, you're like, what the fuck? Everybody's like, that's another, oh my God.
I will say this, and I can say this honestly. I have a daughter who's now 19. And at one time, her boyfriend at the time were playing both sides. And she said, and I tell my children, you're not into that. And she went back, and the girl came to my daughter's grandmother's house and wanted to cause up a ruckus. My daughter went inside the house and this and that. She went back outside and she said, listen, you're at my grandmother's house. You're not going to disrespect me. The girl went make a mistake. And I tell my daughter, any woman or any man put their hands on you, I'll get a lawyer and pay to get you out. Right? And she put her hands on my daughter, and my daughter served her a good right hand. And ever since then, she split from the man. She said, you're not going to embarrass me. And done. Plain and simple. If somebody put their hands on you, defend yourself. But don't be go looking for shit because it's not worth it. And if that girl had passed, but she had her head.
Yeah,
She's responsible for raising that woman's child.
Yeah, people don't think about it. Yeah, people not really thinking. Yeah, people don't think about it, boy. But it's messed up. Yeah. Yeah, Percocet. All right, thanks very much. 936-2626. Phone lines open. You weigh in on this. We got some comments coming in. This person says, hey, Sandra, just wanted to point out how Daniel walked up behind Monica with LaShonda. They both rushed her. Oh, let's look at the video again. So hold on. Back it up. So here they are. That's the original video. Try and take that text off, man. Cha. You put it you gotta move the text down so we can see the shit. All right, let's see. So I see her walking. So it looks like what did she take off? Is it her shoes she's taking off? She takes off something. Or something she did. And then where is he? Oh, that is him. That is him right there with the red. It's a white shirt with some red lettering and something like some kind of tam or some shit on his head. That's him with the jeans like walking right there. And so when he dried it, that's him looking over. Oh, he looks like a real fucking thug. Like what man does that even? He's a pussy. He the one who a pussy. Seriously? No, man, that's just wrong. That is so wrong. I mean, women fighting bad enough, but he looked like, I don't know that he actually touched her, but he looked like he kind of yeah. You see the walk, he coming in for the kill. And then, yeah, I see it. Walking hard, boy. And he was there for the drag down and then over. I'm not sure that he touches her, but he was certainly there for it. So that's him right there. Oh, Daniel. Oh, she was fixing her shoe. Yeah, boy, that's a waste man move still, Daniel. We can't. No, sir. Then, see, he was on IG commenting like he helped one of them beat the other one, shaking my head, real waste. It wasn't Monica, it was her sister and Tiffany Rankin that works hazard management now. Oh, shit. That was eating each other cookies in the club back in the day. People are mixed up. Oh, Monica's sister. What a mess. All y'all let her eating kitty. Yes, sir. In my younger days, I beat a girl's ass for calling my baby a bastard. I promised her I would do the next time I saw her, and I did. And I beat her ass. I did. Don't play with people's children. I'm grown now, but don't come for my kids. What a heat. Lord have mercy. So the question. Is it ever, like I'm thinking, the words, right? And I like I said, I get it. I know how words make you feel. And trust me, enough people, you feel like sometimes you could punch them in their fucking mouth, but you don't do it because you got something to lose. And I think some of you don't think about what you actually have to lose. Like, in what world did LaShonda think that this was going to work out for her? Seriously. Loving the selection. That was one dance hall did nice. Morning. Percocet. Monica's a pretty face with bad character. Shaka Dumas and Pliers' song Murder, She Wrote. Oh God, let me go look that one up. Let's see. Murder. Let me see. Okay, so we can play that one. This says Sleepy Hollow. Is this a different one? Oh, that's a different version. Okay. Let me get the right one, honey child. We can access that. I'm not sure. I need to listen to the lyric. I mean, I need to hear it to recognize it, but I'm not sure that I know this song, but we'll soon see in just a second. Murder. What a hot mess. No, sir. Let me see here now. Monica's sister. So they can learn. This is something you should share. I heard he's a regular wearer of the ankle jewelry. Oh, the ankle bracelet. That means that he's always in and out of courts and in trouble. He looked like a waste man still, yeah. Lord God. No, sir. Boy. So Sandy, not sure if this is true, but I heard you say the reason the girl attacked was because the other girl called her baby a bastard baby. Well, I hear she called her a little nigger baby. Half nigger and half high yellow. Now you know as a mother, she won't tolerate including ourselves. Say what you want to say about me. Don't say a damn thing about my children. I feel you there. Apparently she's not with either of them. He is not with either of them. Boy, so young and immature, never thought he could find his sausage. Whoever the dude is, he doesn't have a type because them two girls have nothing in common aside from him. Oh, God, have mercy. Bonke is a bad word. You should be suspended until you free your hand. Bonke is not a bad word. No, sir. Hold on, Bobo. I'm coming. I used to assist him with rides when he was in the PWD program. Oh, if this was a court matter, I would certainly prove her wrong. I said a bag because, okay, that's a different message. He has to back LaShonda because she finances him. LaShonda has to buy him Percocet to keep him with her. Ross Clot. LaShonda is from Middle Road, Georgetown. Yes. Oh, she probably my little niece or cousin or somebody. Girl, get your shit together. You making Black people look bad. Don't make us look no worse than we already look. He did not rush her. He was there though, walking with LaShonda. Yep, that's him. Looks like he knew it was going to happen. Yeah, man. Now I see it was all a setup. She's fixing her shoe, and Daniel is in the white shirt, red writing. Yep. With the head covering. Oh, he looks like a punk. What does person say? You put an injunction and poor Carrie, my ass. Not everyone have the legal tools, but we have the legal hands. Lord Jesus, leave people, children alone. Oh my God. So y'all selling Percocet on the streets? Oh, somebody sent me a picture of him and Monica. Ooh, we're getting all the good pictures now. What a heat. No, sir. Okay. I think all of y'all could be doing better than this little boy, though. I mean, I hate to say it, but Lord Jesus. Well, hopefully he's not going to be in jail at the same time that, I mean, LaShonda, you could be going to jail. And somebody said you always like to fight people, too. They say you always out in the streets fighting. Is that true? That makes it even worse. See him there? Oh, God. Y'all like man that you got to take care of. Oh, Jesus. Dear Heavenly Father. Okay, we're going to have a moment of prayer now. Okay? Y'all ready? Okay. Put your hands together. Like you're sitting, when you're sitting at the table and you're in the third grade. Okay, class, everybody now, put your hands together. We're going to have a little prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, or we can start with Dear Jesus, because we can pray through the Father to straight to, but I'm gonna go straight to God, because this one we got to bypass Jesus, because Jesus don't even want no part of this. So we're gonna go straight to the Heavenly Father. Dear Heavenly Father, come into the conversation now, because we are going to beg you to please help us Caymanian men and women to stop finding scrubs, aka waste men, waste women, who are only trying to use us for what we have, whether that beeth our status, so they can get Caymanian status or PR, or whether that beeth our couple of dollars that we think we have in the bank. We think we got good jobs at these law firms, which now we're going to lose. Dear Jesus, please, please bless us with common sense. Bless us with the ability to see a scrub a mile away. And the only thing we should be doing is pelting some coconuts to keep him away, just like the octopus, the octopus in the ocean. When they see a waste man, they be pelting stuff at him and making him go away. Please let us have this kind of a discerning spirit. We thank you, good Lord. We thank you, Jesus. And big shout out to Mr. Amelia this morning, because this is what we need. We need Mr. Amelia on the job. Mr. Amelia needs to be having some sessions with these young women, teaching them, don't fall for a waste man. We have all done it. We have all fallen short of the grace of the good Lord, but hallelujah, hallelujah. Some of us are capable of learning. Amen and hallelujah. Caller, my apologies. You hung up during the prayer session. Make yourself way back over here. And amen. Amen, Father, says Liana. Yes, hallelujah. We gotta pray. We have got to pray for deliverance. Now I'm the worst at it, but I'm just saying. Amen, Fabio. You feel me? Lord, come to the front. Yes, because we need divine intervention. When I see this, where he is again, I'm like, girl, Monica, do better. You do better now, because your name kind of mixed up in a bunch of foolishness. And LaShonda, my God, is there any world where you don't get fired by walkers today? Probably not. No, sir. AJ says, I didn't think that people fought in the streets of the Cayman. Please, where you been? Jason Carter in the house. Shout out, Jason. He is here, living his best life in Jamrock. He's like, I have to step into the conversation. All right, Instagram. Y'all said your prayers. Did you put your hands together too? Thank you, Lord Jesus. Sir Roderick, how you doing? From property to victory. From poverty to victory. Yes. Amen. Hallelujah. That's what we need. So y'all need to pray on this. Like we just got to do better. I can't see your camera. If somebody called my child, they're gonna get dragged. You see, I know children, but you see, you also gotta know that the one who's instigating this is him, because I understand. Let's call this caller back. I understand that he is the one who actually told LaShonda this. So take it with a grain of salt. Sometimes when your friends bringing you, or your man bringing you something about his ex, some news and whatever, rise above it. Because he also should know that, quite frankly, what he was, I'm trying to return some of the missed calls that we had. He should also know those words, he should know, saying that to the child's mother, who's also your child, right, is going to cause her to feel a particular way. Now, sometimes, I'm going to say this is the immaturity in the whole situation. These ways, man, not got no sense, right? But sometimes you have got to know.
You have reached.
If you are with someone and you know something is going to trigger them, why are you triggering her? Right? Sometimes you just don't tell people certain things. Have you ever had a friend and somebody said something about your friend and you're like, you know what? I'm not gonna tell Sandy that. I know Sandy gonna cuss him and whatever. And, sometimes you just have to leave situations alone. We don't know the full context. that supposedly none of us were there in the conversation. Was it a WhatsApp message? Was it a phone conversation? You know, were the two of them fighting in person? And Monica was cussing him out. And then she said, go take care of your nigga child. Like, we don't know how it was said exactly and in what context. We don't know if he added to it. Maybe she called the child a half breed and not the N-word. Like, we don't know. Right? So in all fairness, I think that some of you who are in relationships need to protect your peace. Pray for peace and protect your peace. Not the peace as in the woman or the man and side pieces. Peace as in not P-I-E-C-E, but peace as in P-E-A-C-E. That kind of peace. Right? Because protecting that piece might be protecting the other piece too. So that's all I'm saying. Protect your peace of mind, the energy around you. But you see, these people immature out in these streets, they don't know that. Alfred Real says, in the voice of Sir David Attenborough, and here we observe a rare but dramatic scene in the urban savannah. Two protective mothers. Oh, I need a good voice. I don't have the right voice for this. Locked in fierce territorial combat over the honor of their young. Tensions rise. What is this? Tits and fists sway. Voices echo across the concrete plains. Then, quite unexpectedly, a male enters the scene. Brave, foolish. We're not going to use the word brave. Foolish, yes, or perhaps merely confused, attempting to intervene in a battle nature clearly did not assign to him. A risky move indeed. In the wild. Talented. I like the talent. If I'm having a problem with someone, please don't make the mistake and mention or touch my children. The plastic surgeon will have a lot of reconstruction to. Oh, Ingrid, come for me, not for my kids. But Ingrid, we done seen you out in these streets fighting for your children too. Remember when you were beating up that boy at was that John Gray event? That was Ingrid out there with hands up, boy, swing. She was like doing the boxer moves. I was like, Ingrid, that is you? Oh my God. She said, and people messing with her children or her son. Boy, I just pray that I never, this is why I can't take y'all in these fucking public schools. I don't want my child to know nothing about that kind of life. I was thinking about it this weekend. That, you know, you want your children to be able to defend themselves. So maybe I'll put her in a little karate class or something like that. But I don't want y'all, please don't even look at my child hard. She is such a sweet little soft little thing. Don't look at her hard because her father is also sweet and soft. And I want the Georgetown nigga to be brought out of me because those days are in my past. Like, I'm not there. And to be honest, I have never, ever been a fighter. I've only had one fight in my entire life, and that was in high school with Mike. And that was self-defense. Mike tried to come for me and try to lay his hands on me. And I was like, oh, no, Bobo, you can't do that. You can't touch me. What the fuck? So in the name of self-defense, you have a right to defend yourself. But damn, the rest of this foolishness is just too much. It is just too much. OMG. What a go on. Oh my God. I don't even know what to say. Y'all just a hot mess and then some. Okay. Let me just see what other comments coming in. I mean, y'all need to get it together. This man is so not worth it. If there was ever an example of like not worth it, is him. LaShonda is a hard sight. I can see why she would fight Monica. Lord Jesus. Oh my gosh. You see now? This is a problem. Y'all come out in these streets, right? And you do this kind of stuff. All you're doing now is making people get all in your business. Because apparently, I'm now being told that this Daniel Chisholm guy, he is running some prescription drug business. Like, y'all know what y'all talking about, apparently. I don't know nothing about no perps and quirks and whatever else. But evidently, his name is marred. Y'all seem to know exactly who he is. I'm like, snaps. So now Popo can be looking at him even closer. Prescription drugs? What the hell? Well, who you say his dad is? He worked fireman. He better try and rein this boy in. Morning. Here are my comment for today's situation. Some people in the Cayman Islands don't want a good partner because peace, stability, and consistency can feel boring to them. True. As a single professional Caymanian man, who has dated and observed different relationships, I've noticed this mindset can come from both men and women. Very true. Some people are uncomfortable with a partner who's focused on growth, discipline, and becoming better every day. Instead, they may choose partners with less direction or ambition because it feels easier and comes with less accountability. The reality is that successful and self-improving people often have standards, confidence, and leverage in relationships, and not everyone is ready for that level of maturity or balance.
God.
I feel you. I totally feel you on that. And it is tough out in these streets when you are trying to improve yourself, because trust me, you have got to mind the company that you keep, right? Because they will tarnish you. I'm going to show y'all a video here in just a second. But yes, the company you keep has a way of tarnishing you if you are not careful. So a million kabooms to you, honey child. You know, and we gotta elevate the conversation. We have to elevate ourselves, and that is not easy. And it's especially not easy when you're hanging around people who don't want no better for themselves. Because then they will do everything in their power, right, to encourage you to be just like them. And being just like them is not a good thing. So I agree with this listener to the program. And I'm hoping, there's some people out there, nobody's perfect, but I feel like there's some people out there who can really, join you on that journey to be better and to do better. Lord God. I don't know what to say, but Caymanians especially, because we a dying breed out in these streets. We're like the last of the Mohicans, the blue iguanas. And if this is like what we got to offer between drugs and all this other foolishness, what the fuck? Here's my lesson of the day. Perfect example of being close to the wrong people can cost you everything. So this is scientific example here. When you put a perfectly nice lemon next to one that's already rotting, look at what happens. You see how contagious that is? Attitude is contagious, literally. Infections are contagious. Look at that. Yeah. Right? The one rotting spreads because it's in contact with the other ones. It spreads right across. Be mindful, and a lot of you say it all the time, be mindful of the company you keep. Sean Wilt says, Auntie, what about the song you said you were going to play? Oh, coming right up. Hello. Selecta Sandy, not done yet. John LaRue says women fighting is not something to be proud of, or even when defending their kids. Well, certainly not. Ingrid says, yep, that was me, and I'll do it 10 million times. Look, but don't touch. She was bringing that Colombian punch into the arena. Jim says many female and some men will do anything for their, at the time, significant others, but as soon as there's some trouble, chaos, and mayhem, they tuck tail, jump ship, and haul ass if it's a threat to them. They don't even have enough sense to haul ass. I mean, let's be honest, some of them should be hauling ass more than they are. They should be skedaddling and leaving these bad people and leave them behind, but no, sir. Thank you for the Bible verse. Proverbs, definitely a book of wisdom. Often quoted. If you have any sense, go read Proverbs. It's a good book. Whether you're religious or not, there's lots of good wisdom in there. And so it's so nice to have this one that was just shared with us. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to pull it up. This one says Proverbs 13:20, the New International Version, walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm. Same thing. The Bible has said it. Wise men have said it. Patchism, sorry, says, yep, for sure. My mother used to tell us all the time, watch the company you keep. If they're doing wrong, you get the hell away from them. Again, thank you, Yasmin. Says, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. So many versions of this that I must tell you that, they're not wrong. It's a sad situation. What a hot mess. But thank God it wasn't any worse. So someone says the song Sticks and Stones May Break My Bones is the biggest lie ever told. Words cut deeper than any knife, and that wound can't heal. And I mean, yes, obviously, I think that, again, if we have to be fair, there's a lot of people who would tell you don't ever say anything about their children because they would smack you down for it, right? But I think when you have a lot to lose, you also need to maintain some restraint. And I understand exactly how difficult that is and how difficult it can be. But you gotta think about the bigger picture. And this is my point. What you have to lose, seriously, is now a good job at Walkers. That was taking care of you, the baby, and the baby daddy. Now what you gonna have? Them people Walkers not gonna mess with her, I'm telling you, they are not going to. I don't care what she tell them that this girl was saying about her. That is not gonna fly. What a hot mess. Let me just see. Good morning, Sandy. I'd like to send condolences. Oh, okay. We can look into that one. Somebody died. Oh, okay. Give me a minute here. Let me see. Off subject for sure. Okay, we'll get to that a different day. LOL at the traveling heavy comment this morning, like Ashanti. Just remembered us having to do our storage at the airport. Girl, that South Africa trip that was South Africa or Greece? No, that was South Africa. Yes, my darling. DCI was there too. Give them a shout out, and also the security company. Yes, all did a great job. Okay, nice. Let me just see. I see some of my appointments for the day messaging me. How about today? You want to do Wednesday at 12? Definitely schedule it for this week. Okay, awesome. Another contract signed. That's what y'all need to be about, your business. Getting contracts signed, paying your bills, building something for yourself, right? 9 years, the 30th of this month, CMR is going to be celebrating. And we've got a big reveal. We have our CMR headquarters all ready, all done. Focus on these types of things. Build something sustainable for yourselves, your children. Get out of these fucking streets with all this fighting and absolute nonsense. I want better for us as Caymanians. Sarah said, what kind of haircut is that? Looks like he put a bowl in his head. Child, he lucky because if he keeps this up, his ass could be going to prison too. And in prison, they don't care what kind of haircut you got. You're going to be somebody's bunkie mate. You sit there. And I hope that you don't get cousin Jeff because Jeffrey Barnes, because he going to put it on you. You sit there. You think he going to be worried about haircut. Anyway, Johan's complaining, says cartel is free, but some people in jail with the cray-cray folks. Hashtag K-Mankind. We need justice. Oh, poor Johan. He's in jail. Poor thing. Ay, ay, ay. What a hot mess. I don't even know what to say. We just got to do better, man. It doesn't feel... National Security was the company. Good job. Very, very good job. Can I see the picture with the guy again, please? Strong will. You can't believe it, or he looks mischievous too. That profile picture, he just look. Where is he from? Chisholm. Is he a North Sider? Where this boy from? Where you say his mama is? His mama's who? Truck L. Thompson's. Oh my God. No, sir. I don't know what to say. But there he is. And there he is with his ex. He's a West Bay. Lie you tell. Is he really from West Bay? Don't be getting them West Bayers up in their feelings like that, because they gonna be cussing me out. What a heat. No, sir. No brownies for your hand. Nope. No brownies. All right. Let's play a few songs here. Just such a sad situation, girl. LaShonda, you could have been going places. And let me issue you some words of encouragement. Okay? Because I do want to say this to you. You have made a horrible decision in this moment. Yes, you have. Okay? However, this is not the end of your life, and it's certainly not the end of your journey or your story. You can come back from this. It ain't gonna be easy because Caymanians historically are very unforgiving people. We know we can hold a grudge forever. You see, all them years later, somebody was eating out somebody's kitty cat. They still remember it. They're still talking about it. So people will always remember you as snatching this girl by her hair and pulling her down at what was like the most amazing concert ever. So that will be part of your story. But it does not have to be your legacy. You can come back from this. You can do better, right? Elevate yourself. Get rid of, what his name is? Daniel Chisholm. I know you have a baby with him. And so it is difficult when you have children with someone to let them go. But from everything that I've heard about this dude, he doesn't really seem to have any redeeming qualities. He's not working. Allegedly, he's out here dealing in Percocet and prescription drugs, always wearing ankle bracelet like it's the most fashionable thing from the jewelry store, right? So his trajectory in life doesn't sound like it should be aligning with anything that you want for yourself. And he can still get the benefit now because he a little fair skin, straight hair boy from wherever the hell he from, West Bay, North Side. I don't give a shit. But this is not, you have a daughter or son. What do you got for him? You don't want your child growing up around that as an example. This is Auntie talking straight to you now. Listen to me carefully. I know this is going to be the next couple of months are going to be trying times for you. Like I told you yesterday when you called me, I said, girl, what people are saying in the comment section is the least of your worries. Because right now, you are about to lose your job. And that's a reality that you're going to have to deal with. We don't want no more Caymanian children on NAU, starving, being disenfranchised, whatever. But this man is not going to help you. Find somebody else. As a matter of fact, don't find nobody. Be by yourself for a minute. Reflect on the mistakes that you've made and how you can make better decisions for you and your child. You only got the one, don't get no more. Because it's tough in these streets trying to afford these children. He not going to offer you or your child nothing worth any of this. So I'm begging you, please, right? Don't fuck around with this man. Oh my God. Anthony says, and worst of all, having children for men that's on drugs. Yeah, he's a little boy to you. Just leave these boys alone. Oh my God. All right, I'm going to send a positive video for you this morning, LaShonda, because, you've been getting your licks as well deserved, Actions, consequences. Actions, consequences. That's life. So you deserve the licks, but at the same time, I don't want you to think that this is insurmountable, that you'll never do any better in life. You can do it. That's a matter for you. You got to have a change of mind up here. Get it straight. Stop hanging around all the wrong people. Right? And I honestly feel like you can do better. He from Westford, true? No, sir. No, bobo. Wow. Anyway, please don't bring my father into this. Who your father is, Mr. Scandalous? Who's Mr. Scandalous and who your daddy is? All I can tell you is, we got choices to make, folks. We really have choices to make. And in a time like this now, it's going to be a difficult time for you, but I'm going to send a little positivity your way. Strong Will says, tell her to forget about the whatless man. She can use her roses. All right. Here's something positive for you to reflect on, honey chill.
But don't let me go numb. Don't let this pain turn me into someone I'm not. Sit with me here till this weight gets light. 'Cause I don't wanna lose myself trying to survive life. Lord, I'm tired, but I still trust you tonight.
Girl, you're going to have to lean on him, honey child. That's the best advice I can give you in times like this. You need your faith. And the good Lord is going to have to say to you, honey child, you, like Aunt Lottie used to say, you made your bed hard. You're going to have to go through it. But you can come out on the other side. You got a young child that you need to fight for and that you need to support. And there will be people in this community who undoubtedly will give you a second chance. But you got to do straight. You got to, you know what I'm saying? You got to fly straight. His dad is from West Bay. So that's all I can tell you is good luck there. All right, folks. Again, big shout out to Vibes Cartel. He's posting another positive message, thanking everybody here in the Cayman Islands. I'll post that up on social media. Shall we end with the Scrub song? I feel like we should do a little Scrub song or something. It's gotta end. Oh, somebody was asking for Murder. What was it? Murder, She Wrote? Hold on. Do I know this song? Let's see. I feel like we just need to play one of those songs again that we were playing that, man is the least of my problem. That's the one that we need to be playing, honey child. Mm-hmm. That is the one that needs to be, that is today's lesson. Make men the least of your problems. Focus on something else. Let's hear this one. What is this one? Oh, this is always a good.
Her beauty's like a bunch of roses.
I still think that Lady Saw is the one that we need to go with. Because, yeah, man should be the least of it. Especially Daniel. I'm just saying. Okay? Let's make him the least of our problems here today. After this, anybody who go check this boy, you need to check your head. All right. Shall we end it on man is least of my problem? All right. Everybody put on your dancing shoes. Get up. Lady Saw is calling you into the studio to do a little shake your monkey and a little dancing. All right. Ready? Mm-hmm. All right, Lady Saw. Whatever.
I wonder what some gyal a study round here. See them argue over man with them a share. See don't a worry about when next gyal a wear and us say them need fi do them here. Do you hear? The kind of life we see them living round here. Sometimes it's sorry for this stress where them a be. But
pure stress.
See the one you love make me hear. Man a the least of my problem.
tell a girl she fit go with her argument. Me stress free.
Go with her argument, honey child.
Them give her free, but no man no dey beside them. Some girl a hype on me, yes, a man a hide them. Nah, no pride, girl, them no hot man no ride them. Cha. Me too rich for argue with bitch. Me too nice for in a cockfight. Me too hot and a that girl no like them. Everybody sitting me a while. That's right. When me go shopping, me no look on the price. Where girl a struggle for 4 years, me get it in a one night. Overbook right, no one me hardly advise. No. Come on for me name, girl, me nice. Nice. I wonder where some girl a study round here. See them argue over man with them a share. See don't a worry about when next girl a wear. And us say them need fi do them here. Me dear, the kind of life me see them living round here. Sometimes it's sorry for this just where them a be. Wow. But girl, from your conscience clear. Sing that one your load make me hear. Man a delete, man a delete.
No problem.
Park them till me ready now. Isn't that neat? Man a weak, cause me have them weak kids. Man we are nowhere, me no idiot lily. Me have houses, cars and Cuban cigars. Me get date with lawyers and big stars. Me gynecologist want me and him par. Me say easy, now that you a take it too far. Man a delete. I wonder where some gyal a study round here. See them argue over man where them a share. See don't a worry about when next gyal a wear. And us say they need fi do them here. Do you hear? The kind of life me see them living round here. Sometimes it's sorry for this just where them a be. But y'all from your conscience clear. See now when your load make me hear. Me worry about the coming of God, not the coming of man. Worry how fi make myself another the chosen one. Me no worry about y'all who a look me husband. Oh me worry over man, you wrong. Excess baggage me no carry. So tell a y'all about me she not fi worry. If I meet fi take a man fi a name go mention that the day now go come y'all me sorry. Man a the least of me problem. So me left idiot fi have them. Me too cute fi mix up and blend. So tell a girl she fi go with her argument. Me stress free come in a excitement. Them give her free and no man no dey beside them. Some girl a hype on me, yes, man a hide them. Nah, no pride, girl.
By the way, somebody just in the Reddit tutorial cartel. Coming up, honey child.
Me too nice fi in a cockfight. Me too hot and a that girl no like them. Everybody sitting me a wife. Ring. When me go shopping, me no look on the price. When girl a struggle for 4 years, me get it.
All right. We can play a little bit of this one too. Why not? Yes. Reggae time today. Bring it through.
I know this little girl, her name is Maxine. Her beauty's like
her name is Monica LaShonda.
If I ever tell you about Maxine, you older say I don't know what I know. Murder she wrote.
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 A pretty face and bad character. Them the kind of living can hold chaka. Follow me. A pretty face and bad character.
Imagine. We've had so much of this going on that we have so many songs that are on point. I mean, seriously.
Sorry. Come now.
I feel like I need to put on the proper headsets. Hold on.
Her beauty's like a bunch of roses. And if I ever tell you about Maxine, you would say I don't know what I know, but
murder she wrote.
Murder she wrote. Murder she wrote. Murder she wrote.
Watch her now stand still. You're not paying me like bill. If you're testing ragamuffin, girl, you're going.
Yep, you're not paying that like bill, honey child.
And the lyrics when me talk, it me DJ girl come out. Because you now shock out and when you hear the ragamuffin, you jump and shout, don't touch me gate.
Oh, we got a Vibes Cartel request coming through. All right.
Them the kind of living can hold chaka. You pretty face and bad character. Them the kind of living can hold chaka. Say girl, you're pretty, your face ain't pretty, but your character dirty. Girl, you just a act too flirty. You run to Tom Dick and also hurry. And when you find about you sorry.
Sorry, not gonna cut it. Let's switch over. Cartel in the house. Old tunes.
I never came to save the world. I have come to
little lie.
I'm not sure I know about this one.
Everything on me. A man is just a man. A man is just a man.
Oh, they say don't blame the men them.
I have come to shed a little light.
Lord God.
A man is just a man. A man is just a
Oh, Lord.
Lyrics with the quality, but what is morality? With them social hypocrisy, Milan fitty, the year when them shall all know me sanctity. Now them bring in the poverty and weapons by the quantity. The Father bless me with the powers of longevity. Fit out from the day to the age of activity.
Boy is just a boy.
Takes me to penitentiary, cause prison them a bill, no high school, no elementary.
Oh, Loser by Lady Shaw. Hold on.
We bring down the cocaine and a fight tally. Me never tell you me a role model, me a celebrity. Motherly and fatherly. I never came to save the world. I have come to shed a little light. Don't blame everything on me. A man is just a man. A man is just a man. I never came to save the world. I have come to shed a little light. Don't blame everything on me. A man is just a man. A man is just a man. Me have ambition, that means my mission. Have to push the ignition in the expedition. This is my religion. Woman get fimijan. Now go hold Billy hands. To make no millions. Me use the microphone. Work to buy me Nike alone. Hustle to buy me mic alone. Very some mic alone. Some boy tongue stiff alone. Some me bun me spliff alone. Woman buy the cellular phone. Some I dig up a gal belly alone. I never came to save the world.
All right, next one. Fight over man. If him left by Lady Song. All right. But Lady Song has done a lot of Spice and Lady Song have done a lot of songs. Oh my gosh.
Hey boy, Richie.
Hey boy, Richie. Desmond, what's his name? Desmond? Daniel, come on through.
Calm them. I want to hear about.
Eh?
I want to hear about.
What you say?
I want to hear about.
Aye.
Me's a girl, me no fight over man.
Aye.
From a little bit of just summertime. This a girl
Don't fight over man, yes.
Full time, just get the bomber. And everybody knows that we are near brand.
Yeah, go on through Lady Song. Hello, Carla. Wagwan.
Yeah, I just see one message. I couldn't call, but I see one message coming on your thing that is wrong. Monica mother, I don't know if her mother works at or something, but her mother name Dinora. So that's a mistake. Her mother name Gina. I know them people good.
They might be family to you with the same last name, right? They're your Martinez?
They say, because my sister-in-law got married to Monica father. But they saying that the Cuban Martinez was a Martinez, that Monica family, so it's Belize Martinez, or Martinez, Cuban. But it's my view on it. Martinez is Martinez, but I've heard that I'm sure married to her family, and they said no, that they're not. That's like us. Bush. We have some bushes up here that people saying that we family, and my sister, we're not family because my grandfather was William Bush. Other person, grandfather is Edwin Bush, and the houses were close together in Honduras. Say we're not family, and I said, well, I thought Bush was Bush. That is Maiden Plum or Rosemary or whatever, but they say that it's different bushes, there's different Martinez. So, what I'm telling you, a message that come in, because I know the people, I know all the people that they're talking about. Dinora is married to Bear One, is from West East. It is I think family to Michael Myers, in the thing, whatever. Anyway, yes, this my husband hired him, and Dinora is his mother at work. She has 25. She is now from Bear One. She's a Jefferson now, not what do you call it anymore, but that man. My name's Nora. What the heck?
All right, we got it. No problem, honey. Thank you so much.
The Monica, and then the girl that they were calling Gilda, in a name Gilda, she means Gilda. Gilda is her name, not Gilda. Gilda, not Gilda. No, they were saying Gilda. Gilda. I think it might have been LDA, I don't know. This girl was assisting Kiana, which is the one that was married is Monica. Gilda in Kiana. Here's Gina daughters.
All right, baby doll. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
All of them.
All right.
I don't know this little boy. The little boy that they talking about, I know his father.
What a heart, man.
And I know his mother. He's Canadian, Hungarian, his mother's from Spain. Last night, I don't know that she was Hungarian, she was about to make. She got a big bump, that big mount, I don't. On your good. Like that, yeah, that's Florida. The road is. Yes, ma'am. That's a scandal for Robert. She went off this, you know how they were mountains. This smoke car there, it was a big thing, and it still, but I mean, it wasn't nothing on his car. Then still, he should have went off without no incident. But everything apparently, according to people, I never went, I watched it. I don't know nothing, but I'm not even saying that now I can't music, I'm a country girl.
All right. Maybe relegate to singing a country artist. All right, baby girl.
You shouldn't be out of pregnant, that's lower man in it. I forget, man. That they had no time. From there and get out there and stay behind and inside all them kind of people that would make sense. And like you said, she could have been killed. So it didn't make sense. You need to go up. And I thought all the little woman is a grown woman, so they should know better. They should have more pride and more feel for their stuff and get out and stay coming up. I agree with her. I agree with what people did. Like you're holding her up, saying her brow get here, and she was holding with one hand, pushing with the next hand, and I think she was good. But I had it by your hearing, yes, that holding here is a bad thing, because I've had it done to me. My hair used to be long when I was doing that, and I had gotten a plate, and that's the first place they grabbed it, and that got done.
Yeah, they love to go for people here. Anyway, honey child, we appreciate the call.
When they wind the hand up, net, wow. You feel that, you're old.
All right,
It's what it is, it's my business, like I say, but I'm telling them, how little more crying, she do better, don't play the old man.
Loser!
That's the way.
Where you at? Them big black bomb. Want them fool. See, throw them sign up. Hell, baby. Hell. Boy, can't finance it on that. Give them the ace and if they don't come back. Now say nothing if a boy, she will get dropped. Me, I can't stop capital, tell her your side that. Become better, you know, see we.
Hey, who's that? The music?
Hot a man, they are going with the cheap chat. Anyway, you come from, you better go on back. You decide them a loser. Boys, you live with them, mama, them a loser. Baby, mama, drama, them a loser. I'm gonna climb them ladder, them a loser. I'm blasting, I wash over them a loser. Why when you beat up woman, them a loser. Them picking me and run, them a loser. Like you tell them a slam, them a loser. Like them Tuesday, no rock, them a show them the M sign, me we give them the rhyme. No money, that motto is mine. I'll walk this boy, tiny pop down line. You're a loser, you're simply wasting the time, yo. So bro, still smoking dope. They a go club, y'all a give you deep throat. It's nasty like road, y'all a get from lows. If you have one of that, y'all fling that boy. Can't finance, we dump that. Give them the ace and if they don't come back. Now say nothing if a boy, she will get dropped. Me a can't stop capital, L a your sign that. Become better, you know, see we hot. Hot a man, they a go with the cheap chat. Anywhere you come from, you better go on back. You decide them a loser, loser, loser. Now the one them will say them a the land. But when them busy, them a tan funny land. Full of big chat, but the back ain't the strong. And why pretty much more them feel to mention. Some of them are ready to use up them and mouth to put up a line. Why you want to try and understand? Show them the hell.
House this morning. Money.
1 million of houses of Florida, business of France, Armani, Gucci, all the top brands. You never mention the tear up on the pants. This next boy Joe say all them man a whore. Every girl you up them have to bend down low. Me say bend down first, tell him if it's start low. Me can't call that catch him a star up on my boy. Can't finance we don't that. Give them the air time if they don't come back. Now say nothing if a boy sure get flap. Me I can't stop capital L a your sign that. From better you know see me hot. Hot a man they a go with the cheap chat. Anywhere you come from, you better go on back. Get started, them a loser, loser, loser. Boy can't finance without that. Give them the air time if they don't come back. Now say nothing if a boy sure get flap. Me I can't stop capital L a your sign that. Become better, you know see me hot. Hot a man they a go with the cheap chat. Anywhere you come from, you better go on back. Get started, them a loser, loser, loser. Boy still live with them mama, them a loser. Baby mama, drama, them a loser. I'm gonna climb them ladder, them a loser. I'm blasting a wash over, them a loser. Why when you beat up woman, them a loser. And them picking in your grand, them a loser. Like them tell them a slam, them a loser. Like them choose them a rock, them a. See, show them the them sign, me we give them the grind. No money, that motto is mine. All walkless boy, join the pop down line. You're a loser, you're simply wasting the time, yo. So bro, still smoking dope. There go club, y'all a give you deep throat. Nasty like road, y'all a get from lows. If you have one of that, y'all bring that. A boy can't finance without that. Give them the air time if they don't come back. Now say nothing if a boy sure get clapped. Me I can't stop capital L a your sign that. Become better, you know see we hot. Hot a man they a go with the cheap chat. Anywhere you come from, you better go on back. Get started, them a loser, loser, loser.
All right. Love it. I promise you one more selection. This one was asking the question that we were all wondering earlier. It is a hilarious song, but the rhythm is good. The rhythm is nice. The beat is nice. Y'all ready? One final selection for the morning. This should get you moving at work today. All right, here we go.
American woman on a Caribbean cruise.
Woo!
She invited me to chat and have a few brews.
Yes, sir.
I say no to the brews cause I don't get drunk. I just love to get high off the purple
Oh,
skunk. So I sat down with her just to conversate.
No.
We chat and laugh till it was getting late. She invited me back to her cabin. No doubt in my mind she wanted the stabbing. But she closed the door and said, get on your knees and nibble on this kitty like a rat on cheese. Now I love cheese, but I'm not no rat. And I love kitty, but not like that. So I said, lady, let me tell you this fact. I'm a Jamaican man and we don't do that. She said, that's the biggest lie told in her face. All Jamaican men she met get below the waist. Somebody's lying. I don't know who. Tell me Jamaican men.
Are you lying? Could it be you? Who is lying out here? That song is lit. Can I tell you? It is so hilarious. We can play it one more time. Pull up. Y'all ready? Somebody lying. I don't know who lying, but some of y'all out in these streets lying. Tell me you don't eat the kitty. Let's hear it again, because I do believe some of y'all out in these streets lying. She tell him, no, sir. That is not true, Bobo. Who you trying to tell? Every Jamaican man may see him want to eat the kitty.
Every American woman that has been with Jamaican men claim those men have eaten below the waist.
What?
Yet every Jamaican man claims they have never eaten below the
Lord
waist.
have mercy.
Somebody's lying. This is my true story. I met an American woman on a Caribbean cruise. She invited me to chat and have a few brews. I say no to the brews cause I don't get drunk. I just love to get high off the purple skunk. So I sat down with her just to conversate. We chat and laugh till it was getting late. She invited me back to her cabin. No doubt in my mind she wanted the stabbing. But she closed the door and said, get on your knees and nibble on this kitty like a rat on cheese. Now I love cheese, but I'm not no rat. And I love kitty, but not like that. So I said, lady, let me tell you this fact. I'm a Jamaican man and we don't do that. She said, that's the biggest lie told in her face. All Jamaican men she met 8 below the waist. Somebody's lying. I don't know who. Tell me, Jamaican men, could it be you? Somebody's lying. I don't know who. American women, it must be you. Met a New York shorty down in Miami Beach. Said she love yard vibes and the way we speak. She used to date a reggae artist from Spanish land. We always went below, he never turned her down. And if you're wondering who could it be, he had a big hit song in 2023. He even clashed so-and-so over so-and-so. Straight bad boy artist, but regular him bow. She said every Jamaican she ever embraced. Start up top and head south of the way. I don't know who. Tell me, Jamaican man, could it be you? Somebody's lying. I don't know who. American women, it must be you. I met a Georgia Peach down in the ATL. Face pretty like money and the body build well. She wants to take me home so I can lick her down. I almost get a big stone and lick her down. I said, Jamaican men don't play those games. She said, oh boy, you got to stop playing. She said she wants to stay in Ocho Rios. Where a Jamaican man eats out for Ocho Dias. Benny cried like a baby when she said adios. He's gonna miss and eating the kitty cause it's so delicious.
Oh my God.
I said it must have been an Haitian, cause it's not one of us.
Him said no.
Somebody's lying.
Who's lying?
Know who. Tell me, Jamaican man.
Come on, Jamaican man. Come in the comment section. Oh yeah, we know you're lying. We know you're lying.
American women, it must be you.
Who's lying? All right. Big up yourself, folks. It is Monday morning. This is how we should start every Monday morning. Lots of fun. What can I say? Another beautiful day in paradise. Folks, give thanks. What a gorgeous place we live in. Cut out the BS. Stop the fighting and the cussing and the carrying on. Show more love for one another. You know, we gotta come together as a people. No man in this world is worth all the drama. What you say? I must have party tonight, so you can wear your batty rider. Yes, sir. Woo! Miss Lucille, how old is now, Miss Lucille? 82? Says, Sandy, you are a dirty brute. Yeah, mamacita. Somebody's lying. That's all I know. Love it, says Evelyn. Look here. Go forth and have a beautiful, super productive day. Pull up your, should we play that song one more time? I mean, that song is so good. The vibe of it is just like, you know, Jamaican liar. Who's lying? The Jamaican, the American? Which one? Which side are you on? Let me know in the comment section. One more time. One more. How about it? Okay, pull up. Woo!
Every American woman that has been with Jamaican men claim those men have eaten below the waist.
Freak Monday.
Yet every Jamaican man claims they have never eaten below the waist. Somebody's lying. This is my true story. I met an American woman on a Caribbean cruise. She invited me to chat and have a few brews. I say no to the booze cause I don't get drunk. I just love to get high off the purple skunk. So I sat down with her just to conversate. We chat and laughed till it was getting late. She invited me back to her cabin. No doubt in my mind she wanted the stabbing, but she closed the door and said, get on your knees and nibble on this kitty like a rat on cheese. Now I love cheese, but I'm not no rat. And I love kitty, but not like that. So I said, lady, let me tell you this fact. I'm a Jamaican man and we don't do that. She said, that's the biggest lie told in her face. All Jamaican men she met 8 below the waist. Somebody's lying. I don't know who. Tell me, Jamaican men, could it be you? must be you. Met a New York shorty down in Miami Beach. Said she love yard vibes and the way we speak. She used to date a reggae artist from Spanish Town. He always went below, he never turned her down. And if you're wondering who could it be, he had a big hit song in 2023. He even clashed so-and-so over so-and-so. Straight bad boy artist, but regular him bow. She said every Jamaican she ever embraced.
Oh, Miss God, come on now.
Start up top and head south of the ways. Somebody's lying. I don't know who. Tell me Jamaican man. Could it be you? Somebody's lying. I don't know who. American women. It must be you. I met a Georgia Peach down in the ATL. Face pretty like money and the body build well. She wants to take me home so I could lick her down. I almost get a big stone and lick her down. I said, Jamaican men don't play those games. She said, oh boy, you got to stop playing. She said she wants to stay in Ocho Rios, where a Jamaican man eats time for Ocho Dias. Benny cried like a baby when she said adios. He's gonna miss and eating the kitty cause it's so delicious. I said it must have been an Haitian, cause it's not one of us. Somebody's lying. I don't know who. Tell me Jamaican man. Could it be you? Somebody's lying. I don't know who. American women. It must be you.
Oh, and guess what? All right, look here. Look here. One moment, please. Look here. Apparently, we've got an answer to the song already. A response. Oh, I've not heard this one before. What do you say we listen to it together? Let's see. Oh,
Yo, Raskaya. You hear all the stories from Miami to ATL. And you wondering why the fucks don't match the act.
nothing like a good response. Come on, you guys.
Asking who is lying.
Kelly Fire, you are a Jamaican, so question for you. Social media say what the American women say is true. That the Jamaican men, they make love to bow and chew. How come they do it for them, but won't do it for you?
Alright, Raskaya, let's do some reasoning. We have jerk and curry, but it's not the seasoning. Plus we not go below waist for pleasing. No, this is not no return the favor season. If him hungry, we will cook and feed him. We put in the kitchen so the meals well pleasing. It's not our fault if a foreign girl freak him. Go ask him Papa who raise and teach him.
Kelly Fire, you are Jamaican, so question for you. Social media say what the American women say is true. That the Jamaican men, they make love to bow and chew. Maybe they love salt and yours is ital stew.
Hey, Raskaya, please cut the ras. Don't say skip too much class. Fool you fool or you just playing the ass. You don't know what them call green card. Green card make man that don't eat a yard. Gladly and happily go eat abroad. Every man have a price, every woman charge.
I know every man can afford the Trump gold card. Shelly Fire, you are Jamaican, so question for you. Social media say what the American women say is true. That the Jamaican men, they make love to bow and chew. Maybe they scared you, tell their crew.
A green card promise Make a DJ change his tune and go nibble on the cheese and the Miami moon. Oh, him have the green, so him a come back soon. Wonder if him a go still use the pump. I can't tell him, you just see just sound vest. Fi see if him still a go big up him chest. Him know ya girl same pass the bucket test. Him is a good sing, but him make it the best.
Shelly Fire, you are a Jamaican, so question for you. Social media, say what the American women say is true. That the Jamaican men, they make love to bow and choose. Maybe the jerk and the curry just can't do.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Cold Hard Truth on Bobo 89.1 FM. Cayman's #1 talk show is live weekdays from 7:30 a.m. Never miss an episode again. Watch anytime on CMR's Facebook and YouTube channels for the latest show episodes. Don't forget to follow us online on our social media channels. And visit CaymanMarlRoad.com for all the latest news and community happenings.